My apologies. Give me a minute. Lauren,
Yes.
could you please assist me by playing the music while I sort out a connection issue I'm having?
Okay.
Lauren, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm trying to set it up.
Okay. As we wait for Lauren to set this up, I'd just like to welcome those of you who have joined us so far. We are expecting a few more people, and that is why we are just giving it a minute to start. So welcome all of you. Have a good morning to all of you. And we're just giving a few minutes to give an opportunity for your guests to join the meeting. So we'll be starting in a few minutes. And as you join us, perhaps you can use the chat facility to just tell us who you are, where you're joining us from, what the weather is like, how is the mood today. Would really appreciate hearing from you so that we have a sense of who is in our meeting or in our event today. So karibuni sana. My name is Modoni Kanyana and I am speaking to you from Nairobi, Kenya. It is a warm day today, thankfully, after a long time of cold. And so it would be good to hear from you and to hear how the weather is on your side and where you're coming in from. So please share with us in the chat. Thank you. So welcome, Ama, from USA. Team Perfect Waste, it's a nice breeze. Nasiru from Sokoto State, Nigeria, welcome. Komba and Sumana from Sierra Leone, the weather is cloudy. Team Friend of Nature here, well done. Looking from you. Okay. Okay. I see Lorraine is still struggling. You could have just played from YouTube for now, Lorraine.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll be starting in about a minute or two. I see other people are still joining us, which is wonderful. Komba and Suma are volunteer from Sierra Leone. Okay. Greetings from
I wanna be rich, I wanna be famous, I wanna have lots and lots of money. Soar above the clouds, I wanna be free, like Nelson Mandela. Stand tall like a pyramid, so courageous. No place I'd rather be. Oh na na na, oh na na na. There's no place I'd rather be. Oh na na na. Live and die in Africa. I wanna live and die in Africa. Live and die in Africa. Hey, live and die in Africa. Hey, I wanna feel love. I wanna be remembered. I wanna go down in history. Make my mama proud. The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Nasitoke nyumbani, mwacha mila mtumwa. No place I'd rather go. Ooh, no place I'd rather go. I live and die in Africa. Yeah, I live and die in Africa. Ooh, yeah, I live and die in Africa. Yeah, I live and die in Africa. Cause I wanna live and die. No matter where you go, remember the road that will lead you home. That will lead you. That will lead you.
So I believe we can start now. Once again, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a real pleasure to have all of you joining us this morning. I hope you can hear me. If somebody can hear me, just please let me know so that I can proceed. Can you hear me?
Good morning, we can hear you.
Perfect, wonderful.
Yes, we can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning, welcome.
Good morning,
Thank
we
you.
can hear you, ma.
Okay, thank you
morning,
all. I'm
ma'am.
glad to hear you can hear me. So welcome to this exciting DOW YALI Accra 2020 Design Challenge Awards ceremony. My name is Modoni Kanyana. I'm the CEO of MK Africa and one of your hosts for today's event. Let me first shamelessly just put in a plug for what MK Africa is in case some of you are wondering. MK Africa is a business consultancy that offers training, strategy development, and reporting on sustainability and the Sustainable Development Goals, or the SDGs, to companies that are looking to create measurable economic, environmental, and social impact. We run an initiative known as My Little Big Thing, through which we promote youth sustainability education, entrepreneurship, and innovation around the SDGs. And you can find out more about this on www.mylittlebigthing.com. And it's under this initiative that we are running, or we have been supporting YALI in running this design challenge for the last 9 or so weeks. So as I said before, I'd like to invite you to this exciting DOW YALI Accra 2021 Design Challenge Award ceremony. We are truly honored that you have chosen to join us for this very important event, which really is a culmination of weeks of preparation. About 3 months ago, DOW and the YALI Accra Regional Leadership Center posed a sustainability design challenge to YALI alumni, inviting them to come up with exciting innovation ideas on how to tackle the challenge of waste management in the region. The design challenge was proudly sponsored by DOW and USAID, whom we'll be hearing from a little bit later. So today, 6 out of the 8 teams that started in this challenge will be battling it out for the prize money of $10,000 US, and only one team can walk away with this prize money. So prepare yourself for an exciting 3 hours of fun and hopefully a lot of learning about the SDGs. My co-host today is James Ankwanda from the YALI Accra Center. James is the Corporate Affairs and Institutional Advancement Manager, and you'll be seeing him coming up on the screen in a little while. But for now, I would like to just take us through what I would say are a few housekeeping rules. So this meeting is being recorded, as you may or may not have noticed. We'd request that you keep your microphones on mute unless you have been requested to speak. If you'd like to communicate, please send a message on the chat. Already some of you have been using the chat facility, and we're really happy to be hearing from all of you coming in from various parts of Africa. And I really am excited to have you all here. So please keep your microphone on mute. If you have any questions, put it in the chat or put up your hand. And if time allows, we can allow you to unmute your microphone and ask your question. This session is being recorded, as I mentioned, and it's also streaming live on the My Little Big Thing Facebook page and also on YouTube on My Little Big Thing. If you prefer not to appear on any of this media, we'd request that you then keep your video off so that we do not have you appearing on camera. However, we really do love to see you. So if you are not shy or have no limitations about appearing on camera, please keep your video on so that we can be able to know who we are interacting with. There will be a survey that will be shared at the end of this event. Please take time to fill it, and we're really looking forward to your feedback at the end of the event. I'd like to say that early so that you really you have this at the back of your mind even as we get into the event and can share your feedback with us. So as we continue, I see people are continuing to join us. We have so far about 40 or so participants. I would like to request that you take time and reflect on your younger self. I don't know how many in this event are teenagers, but the rest of us who are no longer teenagers, if you were to give yourself advice, given all that you know in this post-COVID-19 world, what advice would you give yourself? So could you please just let us know by putting this in the chat so that we can see what kind of thoughts that you've been having, even as we prepare to usher in our teams and I share the agenda for our event. So please put it in the chat. What advice would you give to your teenage self? Just reflect for a minute and share this with us. It doesn't have to be very complicated, by the way. It could be just one word. Meanwhile, I'm seeing we have Ezekiel from Lagos, Nigeria. The atmosphere is cloudy, member of Team Perfect Waste. Wonderful. I see congratulations to everyone from Hamed. It's the final day. Oratile Mangope, life is short. Ooh, sorry. Oratile says, life is short. Focus on the things that bring you joy and your loved ones. Live authentically. Wonderful advice. Tawakalitu Omolara Alabi. I'll tell my teenage self to take chances and never give up. Bayonle Fesobi. Connect to the mainstream of information and take advantage of opportunities. Solid advice. Adwa, be present in the moment. I love that advice. Yes. We are always living on our phones or in the future or in the past. Magori says, seize the opportunity with passion. I'm really looking forward to passionate presentations from Team Friends of Nature. Keep on learning and embrace the power of technology. Nice. Green Wealth Obiora to everyone. Be true to myself in all that I do. Absolutely. Authenticity. Stay safe and always work on every opportunity you get. That's Oluremi. Wonderful. Obed, get every second you do not improve yourself is a contract. I love that advice. Every second you do not improve yourself is a contract with poverty. Wow. Okay, family is everything. Build social capital. I love that. My advice is to take responsibility. That's from Pacific. And I see Onivehu. I hope I have your name correct, and if I've messed it, please forgive me. But you're saying live positively forever in the life of man. So this is great, great, great advice coming in on the chat. I'm just going to read the last few ones, and then we can go into the agenda for today. Komba says, my advice to all teenagers is to let them always be themselves, whatever things they desire to do. Coach Manasseh, present innovation defines the future we leave behind. Absolutely. And it's good to see you here, Manasseh. Hopefully we'll be seeing and hearing from you a little bit later. Okay, one last one from Jasper, get connected and play a part. Wonderful, good to get that advice from you, Jasper. And we will continue to read your messages even as, and Shola says, leave the world a better place. Wonderful advice. Okay, so what is our agenda for today? We have started our event, as you can tell, and I'm obviously in the process of welcoming you all. Then I'm going to be in a little while introducing Dr. Shola Safo Dudu from YALI, West Africa. She's a project director who will give the opening remarks. And then we will meet the judges, and this will be led by my co-host, James. And then we will have the first round of pitching, which will be Team Perfect Waste Systems, Green Wealth, and Team Sankara, all presenting for 7 minutes each in that order. And then we'll have a short break where we'll invite you to vote on the presentations you'll just have had as our audience. And then we will have a video before we have the second pitching session, where we will invite Team Sierra Leone, Friends of Nature, Team Liberia, or Team Clean, they have 2 names, to make their presentations each for 7 minutes. Before we have another short break, and we will vote for the presentations that we'll just have had as the audience, and allow the judges to also make their decisions. And then we will have a presentation from USA by Ms. Carol Laurent. I really hope I've got her name correctly. And we'll have a keynote speaker speaking on sustainability and the circular economy in Africa, and that's Ms. Adwa Coleman, and we're looking forward to that. Before we announce our winners, the moment that we'll all have been waiting for, which should be at around 11:15 a.m. We'll then have a short vote of thanks before we end our event. So I hope this is an agenda that's agreeable with everyone. We're certainly looking to having an exciting event. And without further ado, I would like to now introduce Dr. Shola Safo Dudu. I really hope I got your name correctly. I think I did. She is a project director for YALI Accra Regional Leadership Center. And I see a hand raised. Can you all hear me? Could somebody let me know if I'm audible? Because I see a hand raised and I'm hoping it's not because I'm not audible.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Adwa. So Dr. Shola Safo Dudu is the project director for the YALI Regional Leadership Center in West Africa, Accra, where she leads the project team and is in charge of the strategic direction of the center. Dr. Safo Dudu's tenure at Accra RLC has seen the center transform its training delivery approach from an initial 5-week in-person approach to the introduction of an entirely online course, in addition to a hybrid approach which combines 2 weeks of online training and a 3-week on-site or in-person training. And as you can see, we're even having this event happening online. So a mark of the transformation that the center has gone through under Shola's leadership. Shola Safo Dudu is an expert in strategic communications, marketing management, brand management, and leadership skills training. She has a proven track record in leadership and people management, and has established credibility and as an experienced and versatile management professional in her career of more than 30 years in the banking and manufacturing industries, as well as in project management. So Dr. Dudu holds a BA degree in English, an MA in English, and a doctorate degree in management. She's a chartered marketer by profession, my fellow chartered marketer, a trained performance development facilitator, and an intercultural fluency facilitator with the British Council in Ghana. Shola is a past national president of the Chartered Institute of Marketing Ghana, and also a leadership and management training consultant. So Shola, we are really honored to be looking forward and really looking forward to hearing from you. And I'm just going to stop sharing my screen now so that we can welcome Shola with a round of applause. So wherever you are, maybe just give Shola a round of applause as she comes on to speak. Shola, in Karibu sana, as we would say here in Nairobi. Shola, are you there?
Yes, thank you. Asante sana.
Wonderful.
Yes, Thank you very much. I mean, I didn't need that long introduction, but it's fine. Okay, so I'd like to, acknowledge the Deputy Mission Director at USAID West Africa, Madame Carole Laurent, the Africa Sustainability and Advocacy Manager and Ghana Country Manager at DOW Packaging and Specialty Plastics, Ms. Adjoa Coleman. I'd like to acknowledge the CEO of MK Africa, Muthoni Kanyana. I'd like to acknowledge the distinguished staff of USAID, DOW, MK Africa, the YALI Regional Leadership Center, West Africa, Accra, distinguished alumni from across the 9 countries, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Let me extend my warmest regards from the YALI Regional Leadership Center, West Africa, Accra, to you all. It is my singular pleasure to welcome you to the DOW YALI Accra RLC Award Ceremony, another end product of the fruitful partnership the YALI Accra RLC has enjoyed with DOW. Through DOW, the Accra RLC has been able to install an elevator to make the RLC building now user-friendly and easily accessible to all participants recruited to receive the YALI training at the center. Let me also use this opportunity to acknowledge the role of USAID in shaping this impactful partnership through its leadership in ensuring that the DOW Design Challenge saw the light of day. Distinguished guests, extensive discussions on the Design Challenge started in 2019 during the Learning Summit in South Africa, though other discussions had been held prior to that period. Between then and the commencement of the Design Challenge some 4 months ago, the initial plan has witnessed numerous modifications and reviews in order to benefit more alumni than initially anticipated. The focus was on the circular economy. And for me, it is quite shocking to learn that so far in 2021, more than 6.8 million tons of plastic waste have already been dumped in the oceans. And that 214 million tons of hazardous waste has so far been thrown out in 2021. And we are not done with 2021 yet. So the importance of environmental awareness needs to be heightened to ensure that we leave the world a better place than we found it. It is heartwarming to note that the circular economy is gaining traction with organizations and governments alike. And I think it is Richard Rogers who has said that the only way forward, if we are going to improve the environment, is to get everybody involved. So at the RLC, we're excited that our partner DOW collaborated with us and with USAID to create this circular economy design challenge for our alumni already engaged in taking action to support the environment. The essence of the design challenge was not only to enhance the intellectual and creative capacity of this community of alumni in the circular economy, but also reward the best innovative idea that is scalable and impactful with a grant of $10,000. Our objective is to support the contribution of our alumni in creating an economy that is restorative and regenerative by design through the provision of innovative solutions to the negative impact of economic activities that cause damage to human health and natural systems. The Design Challenge was launched in April and training commenced in May with about 48 Accra RLC alumni. This is the first Design Challenge or training we have implemented for alumni outside of the Emerging Leaders training provided at the center. And we are, of course, very excited about it. It was not without its challenges, though. We note that from an initial starting class of 48, only 30 are graduating from the course. The attrition rate is higher than expected, but given a global pandemic, which has shaken personal and national economies, we are still encouraged. And so we are excited that after the 12 weeks of training, 6 groups out of the initial 12 or 8 have emerged to compete for the final prize of $10,000 to implement their sustainable waste management idea. The YALI RLC Accra appreciates the stellar role of its alumni in their various organizations, communities, and countries. We are fully aware of how our alumni are transforming their communities and countries step by step, little by little, steadily, and for which we applaud them. We are hopeful that alumni who have benefited from the design challenge will put into practice what they have learned so far. I challenge you, therefore, to view your communities and countries with design challenge eyes, to be able to identify waste challenges for which you can provide sustainable waste management solutions. Much as this is a competition, I urge all participants and their respective teams to give of their best to make today's program fun, and most of all, to apply what they have learned so far to the wider African audience. So from the Accra RLC, I welcome you all once again and wish all participating teams and alumni all the very best. Thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you very much, Shola. And it's those are some very startling statistics. So thank you for keeping us very much aware of the challenge that lies before us. And really looking forward to seeing who gets to walk away with today's prize money. And so I'm going to now hand over to James, who is going to introduce our judges. I am going to bring up on the screen. James, I hope you can hear us.
Yes, I'm here. I'm Tony, and thank you for the initial introductions. Grateful that things are going well, and we are all geared up for today's event. So let's now meet our judges. So our first judge is Mr. Henry Aite. He works at USAID West Africa as the Regional Environmental Compliance Advisor. He is also an environment, natural resource, and energy specialist. He is bringing his years of experience to the panel of judges today to help us decide which presentation gets to carry the day. A round of applause for our judge number one, Mr. Henry Aite. Yes. Then we have Madame Ajua Coleman. We heard her name when the project director was delivering her speech. She is the Sustainability and Advocacy Manager. Also doubles as the country manager for Ghana at DOW's Packaging and Specialty Plastics. I must say she has played a key role in this entire exercise. She's been with us from the very beginning up till now. So she also fully understands and appreciates this whole challenge and how this is going to impact the continent. So let's welcome also Madame Ajua Coleman with a round of applause. Judge number 3 is Madame Oratile Mangope. She is the Senior Technical Service and Development Engineer in charge of development of new sustainable packaging for both food and specialty packaging. She also does industrial and consumer packaging at DOW. So we fully appreciate and understand the wealth of knowledge that she brings to this solid team or panel of judges. And so all our contestants know they are in safe hands because all our judges so far, you can see, are solid and are poised to give of their best. So, Madame Oratile Mangope, Thank you for joining us, and let's also welcome her with another round of applause. Yes, here at the YALI Regional Leadership Center, we call him the headmaster because he is the curriculum and content manager. So everybody who has passed through the Accra Regional Leadership Center knows that he is the one leading the curriculum process. So you cannot complete our training without getting to know Jasper. So he is also well-versed in training and leadership training for that matter. He comes on board with his experience implementing projects at different levels and for different donors. He's been here with us at the center for quite some time. And so Jasper Tete Ahafianu is our fourth judge today. And I told you we do have a solid team of judges. Welcome, Jasper, and let's welcome him like we've done for the other three. Then we have Mr. Isaac Gituka Kamandi. He retired from the public service in December 2020, and he's re-engineering himself and continuing as a productive member of the Kenyan society through mentorship and capacity building. Obviously, for his wealth of experience and retiring from the public service recently, that also indicates the experience he brings to the panel. He is here representing MK Africa, and so that makes it 5 members of the panel. And if I may go back to that, the team of 5 represents the diversity in terms of those who have played key roles in making this whole process or challenge possible. So I first introduced Mr. Henry Aite. He is representing USAID West Africa. I've mentioned Ms. Ajua Koman and Ms. Oratile Mangope. They are representing DOW. I've talked about Mr. Jasper Ahafianu. He's representing the Accra Regional Leadership Center. And then Mr. Isaac Gituka Kamandi representing MK Africa. So welcome our panel of judges, and let me quickly move on to the main presentation. Probably I should wait for just that round of applause for our 5 solid team of judges as we get our teams prepared. Thank you. So the rules for all teams, we have 6 teams in all. They are going to present in this order. I'll run through them quickly and then I'll come back to the rules. We will start with Team Perfect Waste System. We'll come to Team Sankara. Then we'll have Team Green Wealth. After that, we would pause and take some, would have voting by attendees and judges. And then we would have an icebreaker. After that, then Team Sierra Leone, Team Friends of Nature, and Team Clean or Liberia would also do their respective pitches, followed by the voting process and the feedback or the scoring from the judges, and then another icebreaker. Now, for all teams, kindly note the following. Each team would be given 7 minutes to present. You should see a timer on your screen to do the countdown from 7 minutes up to the 0 second. Now, you would receive an alert when you have a minute to time, at which stage the timer will turn yellow. Now, when your time is up, it turns red, and then there would be an alert, call it an alarm. Please, let's do well to stick within that period so that when you get to the red alert and your signal comes, you pause it there so we stay within time. So if you are all ready for us, then we would kick straight into action. And I would then introduce our first team. Now, the first team we have here is Team Perfect Waste System. They have 6 members. They are made up of 6 members. We have Bright Temple Ndubisi, who is the CEO. We have Ezekiel Adewale Fatomi Lola, Marketing Officer. Ajayi Oluwole Olakunle is the Business Development Officer. Alabi Tawakatu is the Chief Financial Officer. Ahmed Rauf is the Chief Operating Officer. Erebami Taiwo is their Customer Relations Officer. The question they are asking us, or what they are presenting to us, is, can smart bins help waste management? Team Perfect Waste System, you have 7 minutes. Please, let's hear you now.
Okay, thank you very much. As I invite Temple Bright, who is the team CEO and will be making the presentation on behalf of the team, to prepare himself, I'm also going to request that we put on our timer. Tito, are we ready with the timer?
Yeah, we are ready, but we'll not use the one that Jasper said. We shall just use the one on our background. So you'll just have an alarm when you are remaining with 1 minute, and then the final one at 7 minutes. Yeah. Okay.
So Temple, look out for the alarm. Then you have a minute to go, and we will stop your presentation when you have 7 minutes have elapsed. So starting now, are you ready, Temple? Temple, are you ready? Is Temple here?
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, I'm here. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Okay. Should I start?
Can we start, Tito? Tito, are we ready to start?
Yes, you can now start.
Go ahead, Temple.
My name is Temple Bright. I'm the CEO for Perfect Waste System. My team members are Alabi, CFO, Hamed as COO, Rabimi as CBO, then Ezekiel as Marketing Officer, and Ajayi as BDO. Please, next slide. Now, did you know Nigeria generates more than 32 tons of solid waste annually? The problem the Perfect Waste System identify as solving is plastic and municipal waste pollution in Nigeria. And we interviewed 58 customers, and 80% said that this is a problem. And they are using open dumping, open burning, dumping into drains, river, and streams to solve this problem. Next slide.
Go ahead, Temple. We can't hear you.
Please, this is not our presentation. We submitted presentation last night. This is not it.
It says Perfect Waste here.
Please, this is not the presentation.
Okay. So I'm just going to stop the sharing now, and we can pause the timer.
Yes, this is not the presentation.
Okay. Could we check on that, please, Team MK Africa?
You asked us to submit a presentation with a format last night, and which we did.
Okay. Laureen, are we looking into this, please?
Yes.
I submitted the last presentation by 8 p.m. last night, 9 p.m. Please.
Okay, so give us a minute to bring the one that you submitted up. Thank you, Temple, for bringing this to our attention.
Okay.
I'm in love with you. Yeah. Are you done talking? Tell me, baby, are you done talking? Yeah. Are you done talking? Tell me, baby, are you done talking? Yeah. Are you done talking? Tell me, baby, are you done talking? Yeah. Are you done talking? Tell me, baby, are you done talking? Yeah. I don't wanna be a player no more. Yeah, I don't wanna be a player no more. Cause my guys call me Cristiano, Mr. Ronaldo, I'm on Nintendo. Cause my guys call me Cristiano, Mr. Ronaldo, I'm on Nintendo. Money follow you, banana follow you, Prada follow you. Cause I'm in love with you. Money follow you, banana follow you, paparazzi follow you. Cause I'm in love with you. If I offend you, because sorry, oh baby, take out. Sorry, oh baby, take out. I'm in love with you.
Yeah. Okay. From the first slide.
Temple.
Yes, from the first slide. Let's have the first slide.
Are you able to make the presentation on your end, please?
Yes, I'm seeing the slide. It's showing. The sharing is showing.
Okay. Lauren, do you have this up?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Can we reset the timer?
Tony, can they do enabled editing so that they can present it more?
Sorry?
They have to do enable editing so that the presentation can, now it's showing protected view.
Lauren, could you bring it up in the presenter view? From the first slide.
First
Okay,
slide.
great.
No, this is not first slide. Okay, yes, yeah. So
Okay.
timer.
You can start now. You have your 7 minutes.
My name is Bright Temple. I'm CEO for Perfect Waste System. My team members are Alabi as CFO, Hamed as COO, Ezekiel as CBO, and Irabima as BDO, Ezekiel as Marketing Officer, and Ajayi as Business Development Officer. Next slide. Did you know Nigeria generates more than 32 tons of solid waste annually? The problem Perfect System has identified as worth solving is the problem of plastic and municipal waste pollution in Nigeria. And we interviewed 58 potential customers, and 80% said this is a problem that needs serious serious attention. And current majority of them are using open dumping, open burning, dumping into streams, river to solve this problem. Next slide. Now, we have over 160 million families and industries in Nigeria as our customer segment, and our market are geographic, behavioral, and psychographic. And this type of market is a monopolistic type of market. Next slide. We present to you automatic waste bin with IoT technology for immediate pickup. Our solution offers customers the benefit of immediate pickup, cash reward for every plastic pickup and waste kg generated by each hood and each location. Now, the details of our offering consist of advert placement, real-time collection route, waste generation analysis, CO2 emission reduction, which addresses SDG 6, 11, and 13. Then this is operational cost, also cost friendly, and also to instigate the idea of proper waste management and separation in Nigeria. Then why this business must work in Nigeria? One, lack of proper waste disposal outlets. Our solution will reduce plastic and municipal waste pollution by 70%. Now, reduce ill health arising from improper waste disposal. Our solution will also create jobs and reduce unemployment by 10%. Our solution will also address SDG. If you watch from the picture here, you will see an IoT technology where the arrow is pointing has been installed, and this IoT technology is a laser sensor. So once the plastic get to the laser, to the sensor, it gives us a signal for immediate pickup from our own system. That is an immediate pickup with a direction, with the particular name of the street, so that our team can rush and pick the waste up. We are trying to place a value on the waste so that it can reduce plastic ocean pollution and other environmental pollution. Next slide. For our business canvas, we have our unfair advantage as our unique design, consultancy, advert placement, low cost. Then we have our key metrics as 150 sales every month, and we have 15 products have already been booked. Our early adapters are families and industries. Our channels are TV, social media, and then face-to-face. Then our cost structure is $100 annually, which is about $50 per month. Then we have our revenue as an advert placement, consultancy, and installation of our product. Next slide. For our competitors and analysis, we have Go Green, Nigeria, Recycling, Vicford, and Wasteford. And these competitors share the same similar product and services. Then prices ranging from $12 to $20. While Perfect Waste System share a unique services with a cheap price of $100 per year with $50 annually. In conclusion, our solution will reduce 70% of waste pollution in Nigeria, and it will create jobs, and also it will address healthy citizens and clean environment. Next slide. For our financial plan, we have 8,000. For financial plan, we have $8,000 as a startup cost, while we'll be selling 5 products per day, which is 150 per month. Then we'll be addressing, our total revenue per month will be $15,500, and with a profit of $2,200, and break even of 2 months. Next slide. Marketing and sales. Our team will form the we form the marketing sales that will educate will educate our customers on our offering and values using the same channels of promotion. Then evidence, we have evidence here as our evidence of sales. Next slide. Team commitment. What makes us a good team? Passion, trust, and integrity. Taking the team forward, all team members are willing and 100% ready to start the business as a company. Our reason for this is the high demand of our product and services and urgent need to solve the plastic and municipal waste pollution in Nigeria. We have CEO Temple Bright, responsible for monitoring and supervision, and CFO Alabi, responsible for financial planning and expenses. COO, responsible for effectiveness of day-to-day operation and distribution, while our customer relation officer Rabina, responsible for customer service relations, while we have Ezekiel, responsible for marketing and advertising, and Adai, responsible for development of new services. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sorry.
Thank you very much, Bright, Temple, and Team Perfect Waste System. Our judges have taken copious notes of your presentation, and they'll be doing justice to that.
Please, I have a comment.
Right. You can please type in your comment so we can, the team will look at, and then we move on to the next. Thank you very much. So the next team we have is Team Sankara. Team Sankara focus is to make plastic sustainable. They are a team of 4. That's Abdul Hamid Adams, Gabriel Yafi, Makafi Auku, and Asana Shani Mahama. Team Sankara, you have 7 minutes. The same rules apply. You are pitching for 7 minutes. When you have a minute to the end, you'll be given a notification. Then when time runs out, you receive a message. You will receive the alarm. So Team Sankara, you have the next 7 minutes.
Good morning. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
You can now start.
Yes, this is we are representing Team Sankara. I'll be doing the presentation on behalf of the rest of my team. Can we please have the slide up, please?
Hello, McAfee, you may want to reposition yourself. Your network is not too clear, so you may want to reposition yourself.
Please, this is not our presentation. We sent one last night.
Team members, please, if you have any challenge, kindly put it in the message in the chat. Let's have that, and then we can move on from there. Thank you.
Hello, can everybody hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear you, McAfee.
Okay. So, am I good to go?
Tito, have you started the timer?
Let me reset. Okay, you can now start, McAfee.
Am I good to go, please?
Yes, yes. You have your 7 minutes.
McAfee, please go ahead. Please start.
So my name is Makafi. My name. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Please,
Yes,
can everybody? Okay, thank you very much. So I'll introduce my team members later. Can I please have the next page, please? Right. So the problem we have on the continent and Ghana is not necessarily about plastic waste in the environment. The biggest problem we have for the circular economy sector is the non-availability and access to plastic waste raw materials for recycling organizations and plastic waste producers to use to produce and create jobs. According to the Ghana National Waste Management Policy document, 82% of the plastic waste we generate in Ghana is recyclable. And the sector is valued at 2 billion Ghana cedis, with 1 million tons of plastic waste recoverable and 5 million jobs to be created. Most of the people who benefit from these jobs are women and the youth. Plastic waste manufacturers are doing, plastic recyclers are doing a lot recently, but the bigger challenge for them is access to large quantities of raw material for production. Next slide, please. Right, so we engage with 10 of these companies. Our business is a business-to-business model. We engage 10 companies. 8 of them had admitted that even though they have their own strategies and programs in recovering waste, they have challenges in assessing non-contaminated waste in the large quantities they want at a very cheap cost, and also to be able to assess these things at a lowest logistical cost. So that created an opportunity for us in the market to be able to supply raw materials of plastic waste in large quantities for these companies for production. Next slide, please. Right, so the key organizations we target are companies with need for shredded or pelleted plastic waste, plastic product manufacturers who are using some amount of plastic waste raw materials in addition to virgin plastics, which they use for production of plastic products. Then also other companies that are innovating from plastic waste, whether it's for the construction industry, whether it's for roads industry and the other industries. Next slide, please. Right, so our solutions is key. Our key solutions are non-contaminated segregated plastic waste assets for these companies in the quantities they want. Also pelleted plastic waste for plastic manufacturers, and then also logistical services where we are providing truck services for recovery of waste from one location to another for these companies. Next slide, please. Right, so the pain we are trying to relieve for these organizations is the high cost of logistics, as the cost of collection sometimes is more than 5 times the value of the raw material that they are recovering. And also it affects the bottom line profitability of these companies as they are not getting access to the quantities of these raw materials they need to be able to meet customer demands. Next slide, please. Right, so the impact of our solutions, the economic impact for these companies, the social impact due to the jobs we are creating for women and young people, and then the environmental impact as we are keeping plastic out of the environment and making it available for industry for production. Next slide, please. Now, back of the envelope calculations, though our cost per unit is 0.18 kg, $0.18 per kilogram. Our selling price is per 25 kg per kilogram. Our monthly tonnage that we are selling is 21 tons monthly. Our projected cost per month is $3,780. Our revenue is $5,250, and then our profit margin is $1,470 for the month. Next slide, please. Our cost structure, about 20% of our cost is on waste recovery. Waste cleaning and segregation takes part of 20%, and then waste pelleting 30%, and transport of recovery waste is about 15%. We also have installation of waste segregation sites that also accounts for some of our costs. In terms of our revenue, we generate revenue from the sales of all forms of plastic waste, then inflows from our logistical services we provide, and other consulting services. In terms of our channels, so we have associations of plastic product manufacturers in Ghana. We have association of recycling companies in Ghana. We are directly going to contact them. We are going to have meetings with them and then seek contracts from them to supply and provide these services for them. Next slide, please. Right, so some of our competitors is Coliba, Environment 360, CISA Recycling, is of Ghana. But these organizations are organizations that we are able to also convert into customers, as we are able to provide some of these services to these companies at a cheaper cost, and then make it more convenient for them to access these raw materials. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Right, please, next slide, please. Right, so our startup cost is $9,150. We spend on land, renting of office, and then a crushing machine. Our total sales revenue is $12,711.86 monthly. We are We have 10 customers. The purchase per customers is 5. Price per unit is 150 kg. That's the unit we're able to sell. Our profit margin is 5,981.86. Next slide, please. So for our positioning statement, we are providing non-contaminated raw materials and logistical service that comes at a cheaper cost for these companies. Our channels are direct contact with associations these companies belong to. And then for our sales plan, we are building segregation sites in the city of Accra in strategic locations that are closer to these companies. Next slide, please. So one major challenge faced by these companies has to do with access, and we are helping them deal with that problem. We've actually did a pilot where we recovered plastic waste and sold to one of these companies. This is a sample of the receipt that we've attached to our presentation for you to see. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Right, so the team at Sankara is a unique team. It's an experienced team. 2 of our team members are already been working in the sector in the last 5 years. One of our team members has also contributed to Ghana's national waste management policy that has been passed into law by Parliament and launched by the President in 2019 and 2020. So we have the experience, we have the network, we have the strategic plan and vision to be able to actually create jobs through this business if we are given the opportunity to receive that funding to lay the foundations for this. Next slide, please. So the rest of my team members include Asan Ashani Mahama, Gabriel Wiafe, Abdul Hamid Adams, and myself, Makafui Awoku. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, Makafui and Team Sankara, talking about making plastic sustainable as their pitch. Thank you very much once again. And so we then move to our next team, that is Team Green Wealth. Now, Team Green Wealth is made up of 5 members. We have Obiora Obeta, who is the team lead. There's Deborah Ajay Eseni, who is the Chief Marketing Officer. Nkiru Amilo is the Chief Financial Officer. There's Chika Onyekwere, who is the Chief Operating Officer, and Obed, who is the Administrative Officer. Team Green Wealth is going to engage us in a discussion or with a pitch that aims at exploring whether tree planting revolution could clean up our cities. And so for Team Green Wealth, please note the same rules apply. You have 7 minutes to present. You have an alert at 1 minute and then an alarm when you exhaust the 7 minutes. So if you are ready for us, you have the next 7 minutes, Team Green. Thank you.
Hello. Hello, good morning. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can hear you. Please go on.
You can now start.
Good morning, all. My name is Nkiru Amilo from Green Wealth Team. Our project is themed urban desertification with the goal of creating green spaces, cleaner air spaces, making fruits available in homes, and cleaning and transforming desert cities into garden cities. Our slide 2 introduces our team members. Our CEO, Obeta Obiora, COO, Chika Onyekwere, and others. Slide 3 shows our problem. While growing up, we remember having various species of plants in our environment. The weather was cooler and pollutants low. Tree sheds were used rather than carports, and every fruit and vegetable didn't have to come from supermarkets, but directly from farms and gardens. According to worldbank.org, a study conducted in 2020 by K. Kemper and S. Chaduri shows that Nigeria's megacities, which are among the world's fastest growing megacities, are bedeviled with high rates of illness and premature death caused by unhealthy air. In 2018, the ambient air pollution caused an estimated 11,200 premature deaths, 60% of which were children under age 5, which is the highest in West Africa. Most of the affected adults suffered from health disease, lung cancer, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Ambient air pollution is caused by pollutants such as nitrogen and sulfur oxide, ozone, air toxic, volatile organic compounds, and fine particle matter with an aerodynamic diameter of less than 2.5 micrometers, also known as PM2.5. And PM10 pollutants. These are particles of aerodynamic diameter less than 10 micrometers. All these are dangerous because they can pass lung barriers, clog human lungs, and enter the bloodstream, contributing to mortality and morbidity. While the WHO guideline for the average annual PM2.5 concentration level is 10 micrograms per cubic meter, cities in Nigeria have recorded 68 micrograms per cubic meter, 6.8 times higher than WHO recommendation. The WHO guideline for the annual mean PM10 concentration level is 10 micrograms per cubic meter. A city in southern Nigeria had an annual mean concentration of 594 micrograms per cubic meter in 2016. The world's worst air PM10 pollutants, 30 times above WHO annual guideline. The major sources of PM2.5 in Nigeria are tailpipe exhaust fumes from cars and trucks, smoke from burning of residential trash, diesel generators, road dust, industrial emissions, soot from the use of biomass fuel indoor cookware, burning of solid fuels like charcoal and wood for cooking. Nigeria has a mortality rate for air pollution of 307.4 for every 100,000 people, the second worst in all of Africa. The air pollution levels in cities like Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Kano, and Onitsha are dangerously high and at health-damaging levels. Slide 5 shows our target markets, which are nature-loving, health-conscious, upper to middle-income homeowners or apartment renters in urban centers between ages 24 to 65 years. Nigeria population of about 200 million has about 52% living in the cities, but targeting 25,000 households of the urban population in middle and upper class in Nigeria. Slide 6 shows our solution. Our mission is creating green spaces in and around every building facility in Nigeria, with a major goal of reducing the high levels of air particle pollution currently existing in most urban centers in Nigeria. Through our reforestation project, we aim to also provide tree shades, food, and a serene environment. Our business model canvas on slide 10 also reiterates our solution, which hopes to reduce the health impact of high pollution levels and climate change brought about by man's persistent exploration and destruction of the earth. We are proposing an urban reforestation project to curb urban desertification and pollution. From the revenue streams, we hope to generate income from sales of seedling plants, delivery services, consultancy, and extension services. Our target is to cultivate and sell about 5,000 trees per annum. This will go a long way in increasing food sustainability in the next 1 year. We hope to achieve this through radical tree cultivation and sales. From our unique value proposition, we are capitalizing on fast-growing trees, hybrid plants, and extension services. We are also using biodegradable and recycled wood for our grow mediums and organic inputs to cultivate our crops, thus reducing the use of plastics, pesticides, and chemicals in the environment and food. We hope to provide post and after sales services to our broad clientele by creating an online agro-based community through our Green Space app, which serves as a sales, marketing, and payment gateway for our products. It also provides clients with agro-educational tips. Our product features and benefits, management information, and outsourced labor as required. Slide 11 shows our major competitors, which are majorly roadside florists, a lot of which sell majorly ornamental plants. Our product pricing varies depending on crop type, with an average competitive sales price of $10. Our product prototype can be seen on slide 13. We have plants such as fast-growing date palm trees, providing aesthetics, shade, and healthy fruits. Slide 14 shows our financials. We hope to sell about 3 value chain products to each customer with a target of 130 customers per month, thus resulting in 390 units of products sold per month. Monthly total revenue is $3,900 and monthly profit of $2,985.5. Slide 17 shows our sales funnel. We currently have 130 enlisted subscribers. We would require the sum of $10,000 to upskill, acquire equipment, run our projects, and meet our customer demand. Slide 18 shows the functions of positions taken up by each team member. Our team members have great team spirit. We put our project and corporate interest first to ensure our project success. We also leverage and tap into the window of opportunity to 25 million tree planting government initiative currently existing in Nigeria. In conclusion, we hope to use our tree planting revolution to reduce air pollution, climate change, Nigerians' carbon footprint, reduce hunger and poverty, increase food sustainability, provide employment, and bring a positive change to several lives. Air pollution is a silent killer. We would appreciate your votes to enable the sponsorship of our projects, create a global and wholesome impact and positive change much needed in our community today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nkiru Amilo, on behalf of Team Green Wealth, and they are telling us that it's possible to use our initiate a tree planting revolution to clean up our cities. Thank you very much, Team Green Wealth. Thank you, Team Sankara. Thank you, Team Perfect Waste System, for your sessions with us. At this point, I would hand over to Mutoni to take us through the next segment. Mutoni, over to you.
Thank you all for such a wonderful job. Well done. We have really, I hope all of us have really enjoyed the presentations. I certainly have. I'm now going to request that the judges take some time to evaluate the presentations that have been made. And Patricia, if you could just allow the judges to go into their respective breakout rooms so that they can be able to do that. Meanwhile, there's some noise in the background. If you have some noise in your background, could you please mute your sound? There's some noise in the background. That's okay. Perfect. Okay, so have the judges been allowed to go into their breakout room?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Laureen. Are we able to start the vote?
Yes, we can. I'm launching now.
Okay. So do I stop my screen share?
No, it's okay. They're able. I believe they're able to see the poll now, and they're voting.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So we'll give you a few minutes to just select from the teams that have presented which of the presentations most appealed to you in terms of the propositions that they're making.
I'll see the beat down.
Hello.
Yeah.
Is the voting complete?
Yes, I see some people are still voting. We have them voting. We have 1 minute and 35 seconds. We can give them more time.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll see the beat down.
believe we have all the voting been done. Has all the voting been done?
We have 43 out of 69 have voted.
Okay.
Yeah, I can maybe stop the poll now.
Okay, could you share the results? Unfortunately, I'm not able to see that from my side, but
okay. Are you able to see that on your end?
sorry?
Are you able to see the results from your end?
No, I cannot. Are you not able to?
I am able to. Maybe I can read them out.
Okay.
So we have Team Perfect Youth System at 29%. We have Team Sankara at 29% as well, voted by 12 people each. And we have Team Greenwealth at 45%, voted by 19 people.
Okay. Okay. Everyone remember the judge's decision is final. So, and the judges are not even here. And so we will share these results with them, but it's at their discretion to decide how to treat the votes that have just come in. So well done to the teams that have just presented. Well done for putting your best foot forward. Keep up the good work that you are doing for the environment and trying to do in terms of waste management. I'm now going to pause and share a video that we had during our training session. For those of you who may be joining us and hearing about this design challenge for the first time, this challenge has been going on for the last 9 weeks. We started off with 3 weeks where the teams were trained on sustainability, on circular economy, and also on the sustainable development goals. And so we gave them an introduction to these 3 concepts before getting into the design challenge, because we wanted them to base their designs and the projects that they were going to be coming up with based on sustainability as a concept. So the video that I'm about to present is one video that we shared during the training session. It's a very heartwarming video. Well, it's a very a video that encourages all to take action, and I hope that it will all encourage you as well. So let's pause for a minute to watch this video. Thank you.
Dear future generations, I think I speak for the rest of us when I say, sorry. Sorry we left you with our mess of a planet. Sorry that we were too caught up in our own doings to do something. Sorry we listened to people who made excuses to do nothing. I hope you forgive us. We just didn't realize how special the earth was, like a marriage gone wrong. We didn't know what we had until it was gone. For example, I'm guessing you probably know it as the Amazon desert, right? Well, believe it or not, it was once called the Amazon rainforest, and there were billions of trees there, all of them gorgeous. And oh, you don't know much about trees, do you? Well, let me tell you. Are amazing. I mean, we literally breathe the air they are creating. They clean up our pollution, our carbon. They store and purify water, give us medicine that cures our diseases, food that feeds us, which is why I'm so sorry to tell you that we burn them down. Cut them down with brutal machines, horrific, at a rate of 40 football fields every minute. That's 50% of all the trees in the world gone in the last 100 years. Why? For this. And that wouldn't make me so sad if it weren't so many pictures of leaves on it. You know, when I was a child, I read how the Native Americans had such consideration for the planet that they felt responsible for how they left the land for the next 7 generations. Which brings me great sorrow, because most of us today don't even care about tomorrow. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we put profit above people, greed above need, the rule of gold above the golden rule. I'm sorry we use nature as a credit card with no spending limit, overdrafting animals to extinction, stealing your chance to ever see their uniqueness or become friends with them. Sorry we poison the ocean so much that you can't even swim in them. But most of all, I'm sorry about our mindset, because we had the nerve to call this destruction progress. Hey, Fox News, if you don't think climate change is a threat, I dare you to interview the thousands of homeless people in Bangladesh. See, while you were in your penthouse nestled, their homes were literally washed away beneath their feet due to rising sea levels. And Sarah Palin, you said that you love the smell of fossil fuels. Well, I urge you to talk to the kids of Beijing who are forced to wear pollution masks just to go to school. See, you can ignore this, but the thing about truth is, it can be denied, not avoided. So I'm sorry, future generations. I'm sorry that our footprint became a sinkhole and not a garden. I'm sorry that we paid so much attention to ISIS and very little to how fast the ice is melting in the Arctic. I'm sorry we doomed you, and I'm sorry we couldn't find another planet in time to move to. You know what? Cut the beat. I'm not sorry. This future, I do not accept it. Because an error does not become a mistake until you refuse to correct it. We can redirect this. How? Let me suggest that if a farmer sees a tree that is unhealthy, they don't look at the branches to diagnose it, they look at the root. So like that farmer, we must look at the root and not to the branches of government, not to the politicians run by corporations. We are the root, we are the foundation, this generation. It is up to us to take care of this planet. It is our only home. We must globally warm our hearts and change the climate of our souls and realize that we are not apart from nature, we are a part of nature. And to betray nature is to betray us. To save nature is to save us. Because whatever you're fighting for, racism or poverty, feminism, gay rights, or any type of equality, it won't matter in the least. Because if we don't all work together to save the environment, we will be equally extinct. So. Hey guys.
Okay. Are our judges back? Are our judges back? MK Africa, could you please confirm if the judges are back?
They're joining in.
Okay. Meanwhile, Team Sierra Leone, Laureen, are you going to be sharing their screen?
Yes.
Shall we move on, or do we hold a bit to confirm that the judges are with us, Ntoni?
We wait until we confirm the judges are here.
Okay, thank you.
So that they can get to hear the presentations. So I'm waiting for a confirmation on that. Please let me know when the judges are all back.
My country people, them go talk, them just the parambulates. So story heavy, never no bring light, never no bring light, generator what my girl, generator what my girl, plenty greedy man for jail, take a project, forget I do bad, forget about the big things, so make we talk.
Are the judges back? Could we carry on?
Yes, they are joining in about 30 seconds.
Okay. Meanwhile, I see Bill Harry Sese has raised his hand. Is this a question that you'd like to ask? Billy Harry? Billy Harry, is this a
Yes,
question
I
for
see
Billy?
Team Sierra Leone is posting in the chat group consistently about the need and access to share their screen. Can you consider that in the chat?
Thank you, Billy Harry. Okay, Team Sierra Leone will need access to share the screen, please. Could you enable that, Laureen?
Okay.
Okay, are the judges back?
Yes, they are.
Are they all back?
Yes.
Okay, could we start the timer, please, Tito? And I'm handing over back to James.
Okay, thank you, Mutoni. So we've heard from three teams already. We are now in the second segment of pitching. And so as we've all heard, we now have Team Sierra Leone. They are made up of 4 members. Michael A. Katua, there's Mohammed A. Kamara, and Hassan Sise, as well as Mohammed D. Koroma. Team Sierra Leone is answering the question, can recycled plastic power Africa? 7 minutes, once again, judges ready for us. Team Sierra Leone, it's your turn. Please go on.
Tito, please confirm the timer.
Okay, let me reset again. Okay, Team Sierra Leone, you have your 7 minutes starting now.
Team Sierra Leone is saying they need to be unmuted. Is this not been disabled?
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Africa, can you hear me? Good afternoon, greeting. Good morning, greetings from Sierra Leone, West Africa. I'm super delighted to be here today to do a presentation on behalf of my team and amazing team of young people that are here in Sierra Leone, trying to make their own difference in bringing solutions that will impact not just lives. I would like us, before starting this presentation, I would like us to maintain a minute silence for the thousands of souls that we lost in 2017 because of plastic waste, which was resulted. We had a mudslide and Sierra Leone lost over 1,000 Sierra Leoneans just because of flooding. And this happens because of plastic waste. I would like us to maintain a minute silence for these souls. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, team. My name is Mohamed Kamara, CEO for Lil Afrique. We know over the years, plastic waste has affected Sierra Leone and the rest of Africa. All these years, plastic blocked drainages and it's preventing water passage. Can you imagine that during that mudslide, Sierra Leone lost over 1,000 Sierra Leonean citizens, and the government is spending over $200,000 every month on just cleaning. And the properties that are lost in that year is over $1 million. So it's a huge problem. And with this set of young people, myself, Mohamed Kamara, Mohamed Benson, Michael Katua, and Alassane decided to come together as alumni of the YALI Ghana to bring up initiatives that would not just tackle the plastic waste and as well as the electricity challenge. From statistics, it is clear that we have over 700 million Africans that lack access to electricity. And guess what? In Sierra Leone, there's only 15% energy access and only 1% energy access in the rural communities. It's the current option here in Sierra Leone is using Chinese lights, EDSA, and kerosene lamp. These options are very, very, very dangerous for the health of citizens. And we all know it is estimated that by 2050, there will be more plastic in the ocean than even the living organisms themselves. As a team, we have a solution. Our customer segmentation includes small and isolated communities, wherein from our research, we only have 1% energy access in the rural communities. So with our recycling option, we are a huge market option. Farmers, we are also targeting farmers, we are also targeting individual homes. We are recycling plastic bottles into electricity solutions. Imagine how much this will help people in communities. Now we're solving two problems: waste, which is plastic, into electricity. And imagine how many homes we've been able to save. We run a pilot on this already, and these are students have already started studying during the night with our solutions. So our system is preventing people. It's giving people that are living below $1.25 a day to have access to electricity. Imagine the existing option using kerosene lamps. It's very, very, very dangerous to our health. Our options involve recycling. We are also replacing and reaching poor and rural communities. Our system, first of all, has a unique value because this market is worth $1.5 million as the national value of the energy and as well as the recycling market in Sierra Leone. How does our system work? Our system is built from recycled plastic and other waste, such as old computer batteries, which we are using as the storage systems. And because we want these systems to work during the night, we also add plastic bottles. We also add as well solar panels to store the energy, and as well, so it can be a hybrid solution. It can be a hybrid solution of plastic bottles and as well as solar panel source. It's totally sustainable and cheaper to light small and isolated communities. This system has worked because we've piloted it, and it has been very, very good over the past year. Over the years, we've seen the pains of our customers. Yeah, it's expensive on the options of using the lights and other options. It's very expensive to buy fuel. It's up to $1 now on just 1 liter of fuel. It's very expensive for Sierra Leoneans living below $1 a day. Our business models, we already know our competitors in the market. We have solar energy companies. We have kerosene lamps, which our traditional people are using. We also have Chinese lights. These are all options that have been in existence. But guess what? Our revenue streams are very, very clear. Yeah, customers pay as low as $1 for installation for our systems, and they have energy throughout the day and night. Because we wanted the system to be more sustainable, we added a small panel and a battery system where during the night, our customers can have access, 24/7 access to electricity. Our system is as cheap as $5 for building one. And we estimated that if we have 100 units installed in communities as a pilot, we'll be able to have up to $500 on revenues. And as our production cost, and the revenue will be up to like $100 from what we have. We estimated that in the first year, we'll be like we just investing on what we have, and in the second year we'll be much more profitable and having a revenue up to $700 per just 1 month. So this is a clear comparison between our solution and the government and other competitors in the market. The generator, the batteries options are way more expensive compared to our solutions. We are giving our customers are spending as low as $0.25 on a daily basis. And compare that to buying fuel, it's up to $5 just on a daily basis. So our solution is cheaper, affordable, and of course, it's for every Sierra Leonean that is living below the poverty line. We've compared this, and it shows that our solution is we are more cheaper, and we are not just recycling plastic. We are giving electricity, energy to the homes of Sierra Leoneans that cannot afford paying 5,000 leones of more on energy bills. So we have a clear pathway of how we want to use our resources, because we know we want to spend on equipment, we want to do on our labors, and as well we want to buy some solar panels, and the batteries we're using it from old computer batteries, so it's cheaper, and there are thousands and thousands of all those available already in scrap yards. So we just need to use them, and we've estimated to have profit very soon in the next year. Lively Lives is our slogan. Lily Africa emerged from Lively Lives. We want to use social media and all platforms items to reach our customers. This system has been tested, and this is a video that will be able to demonstrate our solution. Just take a minute to watch it. We give users the power to have energy that they can control and as well have access. This is a team of young people that includes myself, Mohamed Kamal, and the rest of the other team members. Thank you very much. And we say greetings from Team Sierra Leone, and we wish to hear your comments and opinions about our solution. Thank you.
Thank you, Team Sierra Leone, the 4-member team from Sierra Leone, presenting on how we can use recycled plastic to power Africa. Thank you, thank you. And we now move on to our next group. We move on to our next group, that is Team Friends of Nature. Team Friends of Nature is made up of, it comprises 6 members. Karim Onivehu Afolabi Oluremi Siju, Bidemi Ojo, Mujida Oladijo, Nasiru Magori, and Mary Sultan. And they are here to pitch on sustainable fashion. We have talked about plastic waste, we've talked about tree planting, we've talked about so many other ways. How about fashion? So Team Friends of Nature, as usual, you have the next 7 minutes to tell us how we can make fashion sustainable. Over to you, and all the best.
Hello. Kindly let me share my screen. Hello. Hello.
Bidemi, we can hear you. There is some little
Can you hear me,
feedback from
please?
your end. Yes, we can hear you. Just some feedback from your end. It's better now. So if you can hear me.
Yes, it's raining heavily here.
Okay. So
okay, the
ahead,
previous
please.
group. So that thank you. Okay, I'm ready now. Yes, please.
Okay, your 7 minutes starts now.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, we're not feeling the weather. Now, many of us are beautifully dressed, but unknowingly, we're generating lots of waste. And the waste from our fashion, from that our tailors that made our clothes, have ended up in this dump, as we can see at the background. The World Economic Forum in 2020 estimated that over 100,000 tons of clothing waste is generated in Nigeria, and they end up in this landfill. Now, the fashion industry in Nigeria loses about $400 million each year as well due to fabric waste. Now, we interviewed about 20 tailors in Lagos and Abuja, and 85% of them said they indeed pay vendors to help them trash their waste. And of course, it ends up in that landfill. Now, ironically, women want to save time and money in accessing fashion products. And that's where our solution comes in. We're happy to present to you these are beautifully created fashion accessories, earrings, shopping bags. Now we target fashionable, middle class, educated women. We also target boutiques, offline and offline, as well as supermarkets for our B2B segment. Now we make money from the sales of fashion accessories and fashion items as well. on our B2B and B2C on-demand model. Our revenue generation model is quite simple. We make money from the profit generated from selling each unit of an item. For instance, an average product costs $3 and we sell at $4.5. A simple 50% gross profit is made. Now the market is quite large. Nigeria's fashion market is worth over $4.7 billion annually. Now there are over 400 million, or there are over 40 million fashionable women who can patronize our products. And there are over 100,000 boutiques and supermarkets who can help us distribute. So we have our work cut out. Now, our competitors, we've outlined about 3 of them who are major competitors, with the likes of Ecobata, Bosch, and then Jennifer's Fashion. However, our competitive advantage is that we're cheaper by 10%, and we provide excellent customer service, as well as we distribute via technology.
Okay, that's the download. That's why I was telling that guy that you have the setup.
Our go-to-market strategy is simple.
Download it again. Since you have already downloaded it, you there
relationships. We leverage relationships, existing relationships. We collect testimonials, and we offer direct marketing. We also attend trade shows, and we also rely on online marketing platforms like Google SEO. That's a search engine optimization. Now, of course, this is a give back strategy. We train tailors in waste management, to help them understand what we're trying to do. We also employ disadvantaged women as waste pickers, women, particularly those in IDP camps, internally displaced people as well. Now, we also donate excess products to charity homes to help, support their work. Now, we work with an amazing team. With gender balanced. You can see we have over 60 years plus cumulative experience in fashion, in software engineering, in sales, and marketing. Now, I'm the CFO responsible for finance, and I also have a background in management consulting. Now, we're pitching to win this $10,000. And when we win this money, we'll be using 75% of that money, that's about $7,500, to strengthen our production and enlarge our capacity. And then the remaining 25% to enhance sales and marketing. The fashion industry is massive. It's growing in leaps and bounds. It's everyone's darling. And we know that this is the right moment for us. We're happy to take questions after. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Are you done, Bidemi?
Yes, I'm done. Thank you all.
You still had some 1 minute and 30 seconds, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, Bidemi, please
Yes,
confirm to me you are done.
I'm done.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for Team Friends of Nature.
Thank you all.
For taking us through how they intend making fashion sustainable and making use of fashion waste for some products. Thank you very much. We would now take our last pitch. And this is coming from Team Clean or Team Liberia. So they are made up of 3 members, Osong Gonsang, Victor Madu, and Justin B. Jimmy. Now they are asking the question, beyond the oil, what happens? Team Clean, if you are ready, you have the next 7 minutes, and do tell us how you intend to use or utilize palm kernel waste to ensure sustainable development. Thank you, and you have the next 7 minutes.
Team Clean, are you ready?
Hello?
Hello, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. So,
Okay.
can I start now?
Your 30 minutes starts now.
Can I start now?
Just a minute, just a second.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
Your 7 minutes starts now.
Good morning, I'm Austin G. Gonsan presenting on behalf of Team Clean. Over 50,000 women in agricultural livelihood in rural Liberia have been plugged into childcare while families since the start of the pandemic. Children are flocking out of schools due to fear and government restrictions. For many of our mothers into palm oil production, they lack the desire to go beyond the palm kernel oil as the latter involve extremely high labor in production. Though the products are highly in demand for their young babies, children, themselves, and their poultry. Imagine a mother appearing dark and dusty off just to get something on the table for her children. What about helping her and the kids' skins brighten? In case we help create another income stream with financial health and social benefits for them and their poultry. Based on the, please get back the slides at the beginning. Okay, thank you. Based on this backdrop, we are at Team Clean pushing to solve the problem of unsustainable palm kernel waste management. We are bringing greater benefits to our potential customers who personally prefer solutions are dumping and burning kernels in farm and swamplands and ladle-handed production of palm kernel oil and soap involving extremely high labor, as validated by our face-to-face interview of 100 palm oil producers and poultry farmers with 75% yearning for better and benefiting solutions. The next slide. We want to solve this problem by building a palm kernel refinery to go hunting and buying those wasted palm kernels from our mothers to produce much refined kernel oil, kernel soap, and ground kernel for poultry. Our market. Please be fast, please. Our market. Team Clean is entering an agriculture industry targeting the segments of women in agricultural livelihood evolving, consisting of over 50,000 women, children, and 5,000 plus poultry farmers respectively. Our total market size is at 55,000 palm kernel products consumers. Our business model next. Our unique value proposition stands at how less costly our products are, simple technology design products, women, children, and poultry oriented as women, children, and poultry farmers ought to be early adopters of our product. We strongly consider public relations, digital marketing, our logos, jingles, direct marketing, public relations, and social media as our channels of marketing integrations. Our revenue stream consists palm kernel oil for eating and rubbing at $1.50 per 500 milliliter bottle, palm kernel soap for bath and washing at $1 per 80 gram soap, and ground kernel bag at $10 per 50 kilogram bag. Our financial projection, next slide. Our startup cost covering all operating expenses is $3,000. Our monthly projected revenue, assuming we have an average 40 customers purchasing at a frequency of 89 units per day, will earn us a revenue of $5,000 per month, meaning we stand to realize a payback of $3,000 and profit of $2,000 monthly. What sets us apart from our competitors? Next slide. Next slide, please. Our products are sweet-scented and clean. Our oil is colorless, eatable, and skin nourishing. Our soap is good for washing the bath, and our ground kernel grows healthy poultry. We are less costly, simple technology design products, children, adults, and poultry oriented. We are more visible online and offline as our marketing channels are the best. We have three target markets, 2 potential markets, high product strength, low expenses, and high income, and high investment. So I will be investors in this house. Team Clean is seeking a funding of $3,000 for startup and holds there is an urgent need for this project as many of our mothers in agricultural livelihood in rural Liberia, burdened by childcare and farming, wants to go beyond the oil, but due to high labor. We are optimistic as projected that the next slide, I'm explaining. We are optimistic As projected, that our startup cost of 3,000 will yield us a monthly profit of 2,000 and an annual profit of 24,000 less on 36,000 investment. My team, our dream team, consists of myself, Austin G. Gonsa, Victor D. Madu, and Justin B. Jimmy as project manager, project coordinator, and logistic or financial manager, respectively. Our team is a highly experienced one with varying skills and knowledge to effect change in striving lives. Thank you.
Okay, so Austin, can you also confirm you are done? Can you please confirm you are done?
Hello?
Can you please confirm that you are done with your presentation?
Yeah. Like I said, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. A round of applause to Team Clean Liberia for the presentation. So I'll just run through the 6 teams and urge all of us to just unmute our mics and give all the 6 teams a rousing round of applause to Team Perfect Way System, Team Sankara, Team Greenwell,
Very nice.
Thank you all for your presentations. You've done well. Thank you once again. You did well to stick to the time allotted you, and we've had a solid program so far. So at this point, you would have the voting by attendees and judges. So I'll hand over to Mutoni to take over the next 2 segments. Then I'll come back after that to welcome and receive remarks from our VIPs. Mutoni, over to you.
Thank you very much, James, and thank you all for such a wonderful job. Those very entertaining presentations. I've certainly seen them in a new light. It's nice to see how everybody has worked very hard to prepare to make their presentations within the time assigned. And I wish you all the best as the judges go in to deliberate on your presentations. Can I confirm that the judges have now gone in to do their scoring? Can I get a confirmation for that? Is anyone able to confirm that for me? Hello? Hello?
They're joining.
They are joining?
They're joining the backup room.
Okay, I see Godwill Lekwa has raised their hand. Godwill, would you like to say something before we start the votes? Okay, so if Godwill is unable to say something, I'm going to write, well, I'm sorry, you have to rename your device if you're going to put up your hand because we cannot tell who you are. And I'm also going to request that
Can you hear me now?
Put yourself on mute if you're not being asked to speak.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yes, just want to say I'm impressed with all the presentation made so far. This is actually a nice project and to go a long way.
Thank you very much. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, Mudoni. Go on.
Okay, I've put
Yes, we
everyone.
can.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so we are now going to go into our polling session to vote for the next 3 teams. Laureen, could you confirm to me that this is something that you are able to do for us?
Are you able to see the poll on your end? Because I'm not able to do that.
Unfortunately, no, because it's telling me I'm logged in. So Team MK Africa, who is launching the poll? Team MK Africa, can someone please launch the poll because we cannot see it on our end? Could you make me host, Lauren? I'm waiting to be made host.
You can claim the hosting rights on your end, I believe.
I'm not able to do that. Okay. Okay, I'm still not able. Could you allow us to sort this out, please, as we so that we can give the other teams an opportunity to also get their votes done? So just a minute as we sort out why the poll will not come up. Telling me I'm logged in another device.
The poll is running now, Mudoni.
My country people, them go talk, them just the parambulate. So story heavy, never no bring light, never no bring light, generator whatever, yeah, generator whatever, yeah, plenty greedy man for them, yeah. Take a project, forget it, do it matter, forget about the big things, say make we talk about the small things, forget about the big things, say make we talk about the small things, Agbada, jambaja, ulabada, rara yeah. Agbada, jambaja, ulabada. You are where they bless me, amen. Say you go bless you too, amen. Bless your papa, oh, amen. Bless your mama, oh. You are where they bless me, amen. Say you go bless you too, amen. Bless your papa, oh, bless your mama, oh, yeah. See me, I see you, yeah. Batura for me, yeah. Look, oh, Baba, leke. International something, it's a big situation. They back our money, take it to other nation. Invest for your country, oh, make it a better place. Spend the money for your country, make it a better place. Forget about the big things, so make we talk small things, so. Forget about the big things, so. Say we go talk about the small things, so yeah. Agbada, jambada, ulabada, agbada, jambada, ulabada, obodo ibo, I go the hurry to come back, and when I come back, I go the hurry to go back, I no get to charge, my phone don't die, don't fall for generator, everyday situation. My country people, them go talk. Parambulation, story, story every day.
Silent Papa on the beat.
Expose up.
Show my juice. Yeah, stay as a man and you're running around. Your business was all over town. You had the fun and you always were out. And making me look like a clown. When I eat the more shit, when I eat the more shit, when I eat the more shit, when I eat the more shit. Now I'm the girl with the crowd, I'm rocking the crowd. Now I'm ambassador now. I might just go and get down. Now that I'm out, I might just buy the whole round. When I eat the more shit, when I eat the more shit, when I eat the more shit, when I eat the yeah, tell us about when.
Is the voting completed, Lauren? Hello?
The voting was stopped a few minutes ago. I don't know if you can see the results from your end.
No, I can't, but maybe it's because I'm a co-host. Can anyone see the results? Or maybe you just share them.
Can't see the results.
You cannot see them. Okay, Lauren, are you able to share them?
No, I cannot.
Technology is really playing its tricks with us. Okay, so let me see if I'm able to share it. Okay, can you see that? Let me stop what I'm sharing and put it up. Okay, can you see the results now?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay, wonderful. Finally, we have something is working. We have Team Sierra Leone with a 25% vote. That's 13 people who voted for them. Team Friends of Nature have 65%, which is 33 percent of the vote. And now I am not able to. What has happened as I was reading the results?
Yes, we can do this. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Wow.
I appreciate you all.
Okay, I wasn't able to finish reading the results. So somebody disconnected me, unfortunately, and it would appear we are having challenges with this. Were you able to see all the results though?
Yes. Yes.
Team Liberia got 10%.
Okay. As I said earlier, remember that the judge's decision is final. And so we will share what has been shared. We will share what your polling results were with the judges, and then we really hope that, as we say, as the English say, may the best man win. So we're going to have a little bit of fun now as we wait for the judges to continue their deliberations. Can I confirm that this is still ongoing? Can I confirm that the judges are still in their deliberation room? Can I get a confirmation on this?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I see some people have raised their hand. Why wouldn't you, could you please put your comments in the chat, please? Because I want to now move to something else. And we are going to look at the messages as they come into the chat. So I want us to have a little bit of fun. As I said, we were here to learn as well as to have fun. And could you all please put your messages in the chat? I can see a number of you have raised your hands. I'm going to request that you put your messages in the chat, please. So this whole challenge was about waste management as a social problem that has spared neither the developed or developing nations. I want to share some statistics with you. The World Bank estimated that poor sanitation was costing Ghana's economy around 420 million Ghana cedis, which is about $290 million each year, which is the equivalent to 1.6% of its GDP. Nigeria, with a population exceeding 170 million, is one of the largest producers of solid waste in Africa. The country generates more than 32 million tons of solid waste annually, and out of which only 20 to 30% is collected. The situation in Sierra Leone is as disturbing. In Freetown, a significant factor contributing to flooding during the rainy season, as you even had during today's presentations, is because of an absence or low capacity of drainage systems exacerbated by the accumulation of waste and poor city planning. In fact, only 21% of Freetown's waste is estimated to be properly collected and disposed of, leaving the rest, roughly about 550 tons per day, to be indiscriminately burned or dumped in streets, waterways, and illegal dump sites. Now, this is just some of the statistics that we have from a report that we got from the World Bank. Now, I want to share with you something of a bit of a poll that I want us to take, because I imagine that after having been part of the presentations that you have all witnessed today, you maybe have had a shift in your thinking about some of the things about how you manage your wastes. So I'm just going to put up here a poll that I want you to take. If you give me a minute. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, we
Okay.
can.
Yes, we can.
Wonderful. So as we continue, I would like you to look at the code. Go to www.menti.com and use the code 55697648. www.menti.com and use the code 55697648. 55697648. Have you been able to do that? Just indicate in the chat if you've been able to do this, please. And thank you to those who have shared the poll results, the images on the chat. Thank you very much for being so vigilant. So www.menti.com, use the code 55697648. And I would like you to answer the question that is there on the screen. And you can put in any of the comments that you have as an answer to the question, what will I, as a youth leader, either start doing, stop doing, or continue doing around the area of waste management? Now, when I say youth leader, I believe all of you who are logged in here, majority of you are young people, and you all have leadership positions because every one of you has got a sphere of influence. Even if you're just the leader in your family or the leader in your community or your small group in the university, wherever it is that you have an opportunity to influence people makes you a leader. So if you go to menti.com and use the code 556978, put in your comments to the question, what will I as a youth leader either start doing, stop doing, or continue doing around the area of waste management? Now, I really like the fact that somebody has already shared their answer. Start sharing awareness on the impact of waste. That's very good, and it's important to talk about it because that's the first step in terms of getting the change that we are all looking to have. Is anybody else able to share their comments? I'm looking forward to seeing this coming up on the screen. Wonderful. Continue to advocate for sustainable environmental conservation practices to save Mother Earth against harmful human actions. Wow. So the role of advocacy is really standing out so far in the responses that we're getting from you. We're looking forward to hearing others. And let us know in the chat what is going on your end. Would love to get more comments from you. If you've raised your hand, please put in your comments in the chat so that we're better able to manage time. Waste advocacy and recycling, that's wonderful. I see, I will stop throwing away my fashion offcuts. Wow, clothing pieces, and I will start making useful fashion accessories, shopping bags, and a lot more with my fashion offcuts clothing pieces. Very nice. Mobilize youth for energy efficiency. I think this was supposed to be electricity. I'm not sure what that means. Somebody needs to stop using their what is it called? Automatic typing in. As a leader, I will promote public-private partnership in the area of waste management and advocate for friendly policies in the area of sustainable living. I will also support more budgetary allocation towards waste management. Wonderful. That is really taking us a firm step in terms of better waste management. Waste champions to advocate and educate on waste management. Wonderful. I'll work hard to promote the recycling of waste in my continent. Continue to work on climate change education in schools and communities and lobby our leaders to inculcate the national curriculum. Now that's very, very important. If we can get young people to start at an early age to learn about proper waste management, that would be a very good step in the right direction. As a leader, I'll start to educate those around me about the hazards of waste management, as lots of those contributing to waste management do not actually know the effects of it. That's true. The more that people know, the better that they will act. Are there any other comments that you'd like to make? Awareness is very essential in saving our world, absolutely. So some people are putting their comments in the chat. Would encourage you to use the Menti so that we can be able to put all your comments together. So if you have put your comments in the chat, please go ahead and use menti.com and type in the code that's on the screen so that we can be able to all have your feedback in one place. And if you've raised your hand, I'd request that you please put this in the chat. Friends of Nature is inspiring others to become fashion entrepreneurs. Yeah, Bidemi, it would appear that some people were inspired, and that's really good. Makafui says, invest more in innovations and startups like ours that are creating solutions so that we stop sending waste to landfills, encourage waste recycling instead of dumping in drainages and rivers, influence policy towards more sustainable and behavior change. Okay. Have you all been able to use the Menti? Oh, I like this. There's a question, there's a comment here that says, there is no waste transfer center, nowhere to sort out garbage and separate what can be used for compost or recycling. So I'm going to create a waste transfer center. That is really proactive and very good. Educate and create awareness and start the waste management, repurpose and reuse from home. Okay. Okay, so this is very good. I'm going to now stop this poll on Menti, unless anyone has one last comment that they'd like to make. I thank you all for taking time to give us your comments. That was very, this is very helpful information, and we really hope that we can be able to see some of these actions coming into play. So I'm now going to move on to the next part of our presentation, where I'm going to hand over back to James. James, are you there?
Yes, Mudoni, I'm here.
Wonderful. So I'm putting up on the screen Ms. Carol Laurent's profile, or at least her picture. And if you are in a position to kindly welcome her to make her comments, that would be very, very good.
Okay, thank you. So we have now at this point, we are waiting the remarks from USAID. And as we all know, USAID is the main partner of the Accra Regional Leadership Center. And so we have with us, we are distinguished to have Madame Carol Laurent with us. She is the Deputy Mission Director for USAID West Africa Regional Mission located in Accra, Ghana. She joined the mission in November 2017 with over 34 years of international humanitarian and development experience. Ms. Laurent has lived and worked in several countries, including Chad, Ethiopia, Haiti, Ghana, Madagascar, and Sri Lanka. In Washington, D.C., she served as Deputy Director for the Center for Resilience, Assignments, and Career Counselor in the Office of Human Capital and Talent Management Foreign Service Center. The professional experience also includes serving as the Division Chief in the Office of Food for Peace. She received a BA in Anthropology at Brown University in Providence and her MA in International Economics and Comparative Politics from Johns Hopkins University School of Advanced International Studies in Washington, D.C. She is the proud mother of two, Nicholas and Caitlin Gabriel. With a round of applause, let's hear from Madame Carol Laurent.
Is she here?
I'm checking up on that, please. So give me a few seconds to do that.
Oh, no problem. Thank you.
So Mudoni, it seems Madame Laurent is not with us, so I would suggest we move on to the remarks from DOW, so that by the time we are done, if Madame Laurent joins us, then she can make her submission. And so I would introduce Madame Ajwa Coleman. And
James, let me just confirm that she has left the judge's room. So
she's here with us.
Okay, great. Thank you. Then please carry on.
Okay. So the introduction was done quite earlier. And so we know her to be a proud judge who has been with us from the very beginning of this discussion, birthing the idea of the design challenge, bringing her rich experience to bear on all these discussions we've had so far. So, and as we were earlier told, she is the Sustainability and Advocacy Manager for DOW's Packaging and Specialty Plastics business in Africa, and doubles as the country manager for Ghana. At this point, let us once again welcome Madame Ajwa Coleman with a rousing round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you very much, James. Good afternoon, everyone. I stand on all previous protocol observed, and it is my absolute honor to deliver this keynote speech on behalf of DOW for today's DOW YALI Accra Regional Leadership Center Sustainability Design Challenge. My name is Ajwa Coleman, as you've heard. I won't talk too much about who I am because I think you've heard that several times today. But what I would like to do is to tell you my story, which I think can help to illuminate how I ended up working in the sustainability area and to help to drive more people towards this space. And based on the projects that I've seen already presented, I can tell that we're all very excited about working in and being in this space and being change makers in this space. So I'm sure what I'm telling you can only help to enhance things for you, but it seems that we're all already heading in the right direction. So a number of years ago, I graduated as a chemical engineer. At the time, I was living in the US, and I believed that I would work for the rest of my life making things. And for the first 3 years, I did exactly that. I worked first in active pharmaceutical ingredients, making amphetamines. So a little bit like Breaking Bad, but not outside of the law. And then moved into the vaccine manufacturing space, where if I was still working today, of course, this would have been prime time. But chemical engineering, I think as an area, always appealed to me because it was about process. So how you take inputs, run them through a procedure, and then get your outputs. And it was that simple. At the time, I didn't really understand what that work meant to the world specifically. We're providing things to people, things that they needed, right? But what impact did that have on the environment? What specific impact did it have on people? What impact did it have on raw materials and the resources that we were using? Where were those resources coming from? How much of those resources were available in the world? And what impact did that have to the environment? Those are questions that I ask myself today, now that I'm a little bit more aware of what it means to actually make something, or to say that you want to be sustainable. At the time, that wasn't part of my job, and I didn't even know that there was anyone thinking about this. But fast forward, I grew a little tired of the physical tasking plant work and all the shifts, and decided that I needed a change. And this is how I came to work at DOW. And today, I help to support this very important topic of sustainability at DOW, which is part of our very vision as a company. We aim to be the most innovative, customer-centric, inclusive, and sustainable material science company in the world. I'm responsible for enabling sustainability for plastics in Africa for my company. What does this involve? This takes looking at everything right from when we're speaking to customers about the type of package they want. So specifically from the design. And for those of you that presented plastic, the business ideas that revolved around plastic, you understand that in this space, some plastics are currently unrecyclable. There are certain plastics that are designed right from the start that when they reach the end of their life or post-use, there's really nothing that tangible that can be done with them. And this is something that we actively work on as DOW to make packaging designed to be recyclable or sustainable right from the start. The second aspect of my work really starts after the consumer has used the product. So what do we do with these packages or these materials post-use? So I have been working across the continent with different collectors and aggregators to help to recover those materials and bring them back into the loop. And when I say into the loop, we're talking about this loop of circular economy, right? Because we're saying that this concept means that there is no longer the idea of waste. Everything that we use needs to be able to come back into the system and become a new raw material for something else, which I think a lot of the ideas we heard today really help to illuminate. But of course, there are also materials, as I mentioned, which are unrecyclable. So what are some of the innovative or alternative uses that we can have for some of these plastics? These are also some things I consider in reaching for projects. Working to create these types of projects really encompass the elements of my work in Africa that really drive this passion for sustainability for me. And this is where I came to understand circular economy in my context, and really then understood that each and every single one of us has to make it tangible for ourselves. How does it play out in your context? How does it influence your choices in what you buy, how much of it you buy, and where you buy it from? What do you do with the things that you have left over after you've used what you need? What do you do with something that's broken? What do you do with the packaging from the product, from what your product came in? And do you think twice before you throw something away? Because in circular economy, as I mentioned, we understand that nothing should go to waste. Now in Africa, we consider sustainability and circular economy as an abstract concept for many reasons. Because the average person doesn't know about it, doesn't really understand it, or doesn't really have it top of mind amongst all the different competing priorities or challenges that we have here. What does it have to do with me? Might be a question that someone might ask. Well, have you ever heard of Earth Overshoot Day? This is the day when the demand for ecological resources and services will surpass what the Earth can regenerate in a year. Meaning that as a current race or as a current population or people, we are using more than our natural systems can regenerate within the same year. And this date, or Earth Overshoot Day, keeps changing every year and coming closer and closer. And so in 2018, that day was August 1st. In 2019 was July 29th. I wonder what that date is today in 2021, right? The population of Africa is expected to reach 2.8 billion in 2060. We're currently around or 1.3 billion plus. That's quite a huge growth. A circular economy will be key to achieving that sustainable development by designing out waste and pollution, keeping products and material in use, and regenerating natural systems. In 2018, the World Bank released Water Waste 2.0, which is a very good read if you haven't had a chance to look at it, which is a global snapshot of solid waste management to 2020. To 2050, sorry. And it found that the global waste generation is expected to more than quadruple by 2050, with South Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa set to generate the biggest increase in waste. Currently, 69% of the waste in Sub-Saharan Africa is openly dumped and often burned. And about 24% of that waste is disposed in some form of landfill, with only 7% of it being recycled or recovered on average. The African Waste Management Outlook, which is also a very good read around where our waste is going and what's currently happening to it, determined that a conservative estimate of the value of municipal solid waste generated in African urban areas is around $8 billion per annum. So I'll take that again. The African Waste Management Outlook determined that a conservative estimate of the value of municipal solid waste generated in African urban areas is roughly $8 billion per annum, of which 7.6 billion worth of it is valuable resources, which are currently lost through the disposal of waste each year. We've spoken about social and environmental impact within the projects that we are creating. And within the things that have been pitched today, we've also seen the business value. But when you consider this number that I just shared with you, $8 billion per year, on a purely business perspective, it shows a clear availability and growing supply of a raw material, not waste, if we are thinking in terms of a circular economy mindset, which we, all of us, have the potential to harness.
Sorry, Ado, I think we lost you. Could you please can you unmute your microphone? Can you hear us?
Right, yes, I can. Sorry about that. So I was just rounding up my speech by talking about this $8 billion that's lost to waste every year, and how this is something that each and every single one of us can find a way to harness. And my question is, why isn't anyone developing this business case? And clearly, this is a room where people are developing that business case, and that really, really excites me. So at the start of the program, roughly 3 months ago, I challenged you to think far and wide and outside the box, and you delivered on exactly that. I'd like to thank you for rising to that challenge, aiming to capture the value of what we are currently losing to waste in Africa. And to especially thank the YALI Accra team, Muthoni, Kanyana, and the team for guiding you towards this really great end. My colleague, Oratile Mangope, for being present and availing herself to be a judge, and everyone else who played a key role in making this happen. Now, I'm sure we are all very eager to find out who the winners are today. I'm not sure if our USAID representative is here now to give the her speech as well, but if she is not, I think we can move on to the juicy part of the program, and I'd like to turn over to yourselves, MK, or I believe maybe we had to designate another judge to help with the presentation. In this case, I'll designate Henry, who will assist with the presentation of the awards. Thank you all so much.
Adwa. It's certainly, we have certainly gotten to the most exciting part of today's presentation. And I'm sure we are all sitting on the edge of our seats waiting to find out who has emerged winner. But before we do that, first of all, I just want to highlight, I hope you all caught that 8 billion worth of value is lost by Africa in terms of waste. 7.6 billion of that is actually valuable resources that is being lost per annum by Africa. I think if that's not an inspiration for all of us to reduce, recycle, and now I get myself confused. Adwa, come to my rescue.
Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Is that what you're going to say?
Imagine I'm having a mind block. So yes, if that's not our inspiration, then I don't know what else will be. So thank you so much, Adwa. And I'm going to first of all pause and just recognize that everybody who's participated in today's challenge is a winner in one way or another, because you have spent the last 9 weeks diligently attending the sessions, doing the assignments that we have been giving you on our learning platform, consulting, gathering up your thoughts as teams, looking for testing your ideas with your communities, and basically you've all put in a lot of effort. So I'm going to first request one of the other judges, apart from Henry, who's already been nominated to assist Adwa in awarding the grand prize, to just join us. We're going to be putting up certificates for everybody, and I'm just bringing this up. And even before I do that, I'm just going to request James to confirm that we don't have the representative from USAID here, so that we don't overlook that.
So Mugoni, we are still working on that, so we can go ahead with the certificate presentation. When we get confirmation of that, we can take Madame Laurent's remarks after the presentation, so we can go on.
Fantastic, thank you. So just give me a minute. I want to make sure that I have everybody's attention here. And I was supposed to have some music, but forgive me. My technology is also very, I'm on a learning curve. Okay, so we've just heard from Adwa, and thank you very much for those remarks. And I now want so if this was a physical ceremony, we would all be clapping like, as you can see on the screen. But because we are not in that position, allow me to present digital certificates to all of you participants in no particular order for all the hard work that you have put in over the last 9 weeks during this challenge. And so I'm going to start by recognizing Abdul Hamid Adams for your participation. Gabriel, congratulations. Awuku Makafui, well done, congratulations. Asana Shani Mahama, congratulations, well done. Oson Gonsan, I hope I have that correct. Well, oh my, where is your applause? Oson, congratulations, well done. Justin B. Jimmy, well done for sticking through 9 tough months. Sorry, I meant 9 weeks. Victor D. Madu. Done. Oh, sorry. We need to give you applause, Victor. So here goes. Obiora, very active participant in all our sessions. Well done, Obiora Dennis Obeta. Deborah Ajayi Eseni, well done for sticking through 9 weeks. Great job. Chika, very active participant, always ready to ask and answer questions. Congratulations, well done. Nkiru, very active, always on time. Good to have you in all our sessions. Congratulations and well done. Obed Ukeme, congratulations for making it this far into the challenge. Well done. Let me get your applause, please. Bright Temple Ndubuisi, I do not know what this challenge would have been without you. You are certainly one of our most vibrant participants. Congratulations and well done to you. Ezekiel Fatumi, please forgive me if I destroy your name. It's not intentional, but maybe I'll just say Ezekiel Adewale, congratulations and well done to you for making it this far. Ajayi Oluwe Olankule, well done, Ajayi, also very active participant. Congratulations. Alabi Tawakalilu, forgive me if I've messed your name, but it is not intentional. Congratulations. Ahmed Rauf, well done. Good to see you making it this far. Congratulations. Irebami Taiwo, very active, always asking questions. Congratulations for making it this far. Michael Augustine Katua, very diligent in submitting your presentations and your assignments. Congratulations, well done. Mohammed Kamara, congratulations to see you making it this far. Keep it up. Al Hassan Sese, I hope I've gotten that correct. Congratulations, I see you're an award winner all around. Congratulations and well done. Mohammed Benson Koroma, also a very active participant. Congratulations to you for making it this far. Mary Opeyemi Soetan, congratulations, always attending our sessions. Keep it up. Bidemi Ojo, congratulations, also very active. Congratulations for making it.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Nasiru Multala Magori, congratulations for making it this far. Karim Abdulrahim Onivehu, Well done to you. Congratulations. Afolabi Olerumi Siju, well done. Very active and very passionate. Congratulations. And last but certainly not the least, Ajibola Mujida Oladejo, congratulations for making it this far. Keep up the good work. Congratulations to you all. Congratulations to all of you for making it so far. It has been a real pleasure. It has been 9 weeks of active discussions, very engaging discussions. I have learned so much from you, and I wouldn't want to take all the credit for the work that we have done. I'm going to be recognizing our team as well and in a few minutes, but I don't want to steal the spotlight. We are now holding our breath. And I don't know who the chief judge is. And I just want to confirm before we call upon the chief judge that our check is ready. Is our check ready? Team MK Africa, is our check ready, or we don't know who to write, whose name to write on the check?
We're just waiting for the name.
You're waiting, but will we have enough time to write it down? You should ask for some leakage. Okay, so so Adwa, I'm going to hand back over to you. And I think you had nominated Henry, one of the judges, to join you in making this announcement, the long anticipated announcement. I'm going to put up a blank check on the screen, and hopefully we'll be able to share the filled-in check once we all know who our winner is. So just give me a minute. I'm going to put this up in a minute. Oh no, what is happening? Hold on. Okay, so we are all waiting. There's the blank check. Henry, Adwa, are you there?
We're here, Muthoni. We're waiting for the results.
Right here.
Okay. Henry, over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, like Ajua said, we're just waiting for the winner to.
So we are all waiting. So I hope this is in process. I'm going to check, but meanwhile, I think we can all just imagine our names on this check as we wait to hear the name. I don't know if you have any comments to make from the judging process, Henry, even as we wait to hear from the rest on the results.
Excellent. So on behalf of USAID, I just want to say, and also on behalf of my colleague judges, want to say thank you to all of you for your active participation all these weeks. All those of you who actually participated and all those of you who came in to vote. Generally, as judges, we got the impression that the message of sustainability had sunk deep in your hearts, and it reflected in the presentations. We are very happy to see a new generation rise who are concerned about sustainable fashion, new generation who are thinking about the negative effects of palm kernel and how we can turn it in the spirit of circular economy into, areas where there's no waste. So all of us are winners in terms of the fact that we have understood the concepts which have been shared. Very critical in our world today is the challenge of climate change, ocean plastics. And so we're very glad to have people who are committed to this cause. Certainly, because we have to vote, one of us will take the check home. But we want to say thank you to all of you who have contested, and the knowledge gained will go a long way in making you a better person. In industries, it is a state-of-the-art thing for industries to exhibit sustainability, even when an industry is polluting the environment and he pretends to have very good sustainability reports. The whole world is excited with such an industry. So environmental compliance, environmental sustainability, economic, social, and environmental impacts factored into industrialization is a very pertinent issue for all of us to think about. On that note, I want to congratulate whoever wins as we wait for the winner. Thank you all very much. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Henry. I'm still waiting to hear from the auditor. I think that's where the delay is, but maybe we can just listen to some music.
One day you go sign the check, oh. You self go drive that Benz, oh. This life goes to make sense, oh. Amen. Your children go make you proud, oh. Bad people no go pull you down, no. One day you go run this town, no. Amen. Amen. You self go spray me money. Baby go call you happy. You self go host the party. Amen. Amen. Don't go to go be a friend. I tell the law go be a friend. I tell the God go be a guy. Amen. Amen.
Hello, Mudoni. Hello.
Your business will bring you good. If you believe it, say amen. 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 Amen.
Hello, Mudoni.
Amen. Amen. One day you go sign the check, oh. You self go drive that Benz, oh. This life goes to make sense, oh. Amen. Your children go make you proud, oh. Bad people no go pull you down, no. One day you go run this town, no. Amen. Amen. You self go spray me money. Baby go call you happy. You self go host the party. Amen. Amen. Don't go to go be a friend. I tell the law go be a friend. I tell the God go be a guy. Amen. 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 Go be a guy. I just about go be my guy. Rabbi, you go be my guy. Amen. Amen. Your life no go end in shame. Your business go bring you good. If you believe it, say amen. 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 Amen.
Guys, I'm sorry.
Hello,
We need
Mudoni.
Sorry.
Yes, no problem. I want to walk participants through the process. That is for those who would the winning team. So we are all aware of what transpires after winning. Since I believe you wanted to indicate we need some time, probably I could do that as we prepare to hear from the judges.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. So to all participants, congratulations. And you are, or you may be aware of the processes employed or used during the YALI Alumni Innovation Fund. So just to say that this, the design challenge is to some extent an extension of that, just that this one reaches out to more alumni. So we would want the winning team to note that when they are pronounced winners, we expect them to complete the necessary documentation, which you go through some processes of approval, because as you know, this everything we do here at the center goes through its different levels of approval. So that would be done, and the funds would be disbursed in 2 tranches. It's not going to be the full 10,000 outright, 2 tranches. So your document submitted would outline your work plan and your milestones based on which the funding will be disbursed. So the very first tranche, which should be 50% of that, would go straight into what has been put in the document as the first phase. Now, when the first phase is done, you submit reports, we'll do our follow-ups and checks. One may ask, we've heard from Ghana, from Liberia, from Sierra Leone, from Nigeria. How do you go about the checks? There is COVID, yes. Each of these countries has either a US embassy or a USAID office in there. During our most recent YAIF call, we received tremendous support from USAID and the US embassies in the countries we are working in or training participants from. So they are there to offer us that assistance of following up to confirm that indeed the funds you received have been applied to the purposes for which you applied for them. And these checks would be done and confirmed before the second tranche is given to you. And when that is also done, based on the timelines and the milestones you share with us, they would also be inspected to confirm this has been done. Also to let you know that we at the center also thrive on your successes. So as you go on with your activities, do well to share the successes with us. Let us tell the world what you are doing after emerging as winners of the design challenge. Let's know, send us compelling pictures and stories. Let's share with DOW, let's share with every partner on board. And let's also get to share your story out there. To those who may not win, that is not the end of the road. Please do share your stories with us. Tell us about the successes you chalk, because through that, maybe Adjoa's team would come back and say, this is what we also have for the next set, or probably next year we get to enjoy even a bigger and expanded design challenge. So thank you to you all, and I hand over to Mutoni. If our judges are ready, we can move on to the next stage. Thank you.
Hello, we have to wait a little bit more time. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm going to request that you get in touch with Jasper. His assistance is needed. I've sent you a message in that regard. Meanwhile, we're going to play some music. Lorraine, maybe you can help us with that.
Okay.
Papa Asante, kweli we ni Mungu. Yemi anade. Papa Asante, kweli we ni Mungu. Kama una hasule lazima utulie, ujivunie, ubangaize. Bara ya kazi lazima utakite, uburudike, jiachilie. Ila usisahau si kwa nguvu zako, sema asante, kweli yeye ni Mungu, tena si hata katia oh, spend your money, sema asante, kweli yeye ni Mungu. Hata ukikosa yeye sema asante, kweli wewe ni Mungu. Na ukipata yeye sema asante, kweli wewe ni Mungu. That's where drive is supposed to park. You're not supposed to laugh. You're supposed to park. Imana oye na bambo supposed to hammer. He's supposed to hammer. Oh, he's supposed to make a move. Ila usisahau sipa nguvu zako, sema asante, kweli yeye ni Mungu. Tena si hatia spend your money, sema asante, kweli yeye ni Mungu. Hata ukikosa yeye sema asante, kweli wewe ni Mungu. Na ukipata yeye sema asante, kweli wewe ni Mungu. Rose, no more enemy, Pop champagne, no more complaining. If you dey live it for Kenya, oh, anywhere in Africa, oh, make you dey pop anything, cause I'm not popping. We driving Ferrari, oh, cruising Bugatti, oh, we rocking Versace, oh, forever and never, yeah. We going higher, oh, no go retire, oh, we getting paper, oh, this is my desire. Ukikosa, yeye sema asante, kweli wewe ni Mungu. Na ukipata, yeye sema asante, kweli wewe ni Mungu. Hata ukikosa, yeye sema asante, kweli wewe ni Mungu.
So Adua mentioned in her presentation, I don't know if some of you were able to catch that DOW is very committed to advancing the circular economy in Africa. So as we wait to announce immediately after this the results, I just want to share this brief video by DOW on their project Butterfly for your for more information and learning for you. Thank you.
When we started out, no one was actually talking about circular economy and plastic as an issue. We knew that plastic has a value, or recyclables have a value. Changing the perception from waste is waste to value, I think that's the key. If we go into a circular model, and if we include the informal market and formalizing them, I can foresee a world where waste has value, but the perception of waste in a linear model is not there anymore.
In Africa, waste pickers simply cannot be ignored. They account for anywhere between 10 to 50% of the waste collection in most countries. If you think about what we are trying to do, which is take plastics out of the environment, promote a circular economy, and do all this through partnerships, there is no way that we can do this if we do not involve the informal sector.
If we don't get this right, there is no license to operate for us, and many of us as well. So it's really important that we start now. This is an education, but we as an industry really need to step up.
Get employment through recycling this garbage. It's a national challenge, yes, but it's a local challenge because we have failed to make sure that this garbage is well coordinated. Because at the end of the day, this garbage belongs to who? It's not the government. The garbage belongs to me.
Or responsibility is to become part of the society. And really, just like we're doing everywhere around the world, is really to help drive circularity. So that's one of the reasons why we're here doing the cleanup. We've got to clean up, and then we have to also then stop the leakage for molecules like plastics.
As a person, as a human being, I don't like to go to the sea coast and see plastic floating. And I feel I need to do something. So sustainability is something that you have in the brain, but you need to have in the heart. And that's the only way that as a human being, you embrace the topic and you bring it to success.
Best ways to improve good waste management is through children, actually. They are the eco-warriors. They become the waste management ambassadors for their communities. And at the end of the day, it's their future that we're trying to protect.
If you think about society and you think about how we can move society forward, it really is all about the children. They are our hope and they are our inspiration.
If we can help them to understand what it means to take care of their environment and to grow up as conscientious adults who understand that they should sort their waste and understand the value of plastic, then we've won.
My dream is, if you can manage this by ensuring that there is behavior change, we can change even the aspect of this kind of dumping sites.
And I think that's where I see the future, where we're truly successful to make something happen and change the world.
Okay, so I think we're just about ready now, and I'm just going to bring up. I think we're just about ready now. I'm going to request if any of the judges is ready to make this announcement. Henry, can I assume that you're our chief judge? Henry?
Yes.
Fantastic. So as we watch to see what is happening, when they're electing the Pope, they say they're waiting to see white smoke. So I think the smoke is about to change. Sorry, if you could just mute your microphone. So we are just about to see some white smoke. I'm going to bring up the check again. And hopefully by the time it comes up, we will have our winner announced. So just give me a minute to do that now. And Henry, I will leave you to make that announcement as soon as we know. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, some music as we anticipate our announcement.
Amen. One day you go sign the check, oh. You self go drive that Benz, oh. This life goes still make sense, oh. Amen. Your children go make you proud, oh. Bad people no go pull you down, oh. One day you go run this town, oh. Amen. Amen. You self go spray me money. Baby go call you honey. You self go host the party. Amen. Amen. Don't go to go be a friend. To the law go be a friend. I don't know God go be your guy. Amen. Amen. Elu go be your guy. Atu Sabat go be my guy. Rabbi you go be my guy. Amen. Amen. Your life no go end in shame. Your business will bring you gain. If you believe it, say amen. 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 One go sign the check. Oh, you self go drive that Benz. Oh, this life goes to make sense. Oh, amen. Your children go make you proud. Oh, bad people no go pull you down. Oh, one day you go run this town. Oh, amen. Amen. You self go spray me money. Baby go call you happy. You self go host the party. Amen. Amen. Don't go to go be a friend. To the law go be a friend. I don't know God go be a guy. Amen. Amen. Elubelu go be a guy. Samad go be my guy. Rabbi you go be my guy. Amen. Amen. Your life no go end in shame. Your business will bring you good. If you believe it, say amen. 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 Amen.
Okay, I think we'll say our final prayer. We are all waiting for the results from the auditor, just so that you know, none of us know who is going to win. These results have to be audited so that we make sure that there is absolutely no doubt as to who the winner is. And that is why there is a bit of a delay. And I know we are all anxious. I certainly am. And I'm hoping that in the next few minutes, we'll be able to get those results coming in. So if you don't mind, hang in there for another few minutes. I know some of we had anticipated to have ended this event about 25 minutes ago. And so we are running quite late, and I apologize for that delay. But we also want to make sure that we don't have to come back to this because we have gotten the correct team winning. So the auditor has been busy tallying up the results, making confirmations with all the judges, just to make sure that she has understood, or actually they have understood what it is that the judges had scored. And so I request your patience for another few minutes. I know we are all very anxious. I know we all have places we need to go. And I know the team that is about to win is probably more anxious than everyone. I don't know. Do you know which team is about to win? I don't think anyone wants to speak to me right now. So let's say this prayer again. Amen, amen, amen. And hopefully this time we will make the we will make the announcement by the time the prayer is over.
Amen. Amen. One day you go sign the check. Oh, you self go drive that Benz. Oh, this life goes to make sense. Oh, amen. Your children go make you proud. Oh, bad people no go pull you down. Oh, one day you go run this town. Oh, amen. Amen. You self go spray me money. Baby go call you happy. You self go host the party. Amen. Amen. Don't go to go be a friend. To the law go be a friend. To the God go be a guy. Amen. Amen. Elubelu go be a guy. To Samad go be my guy. Rabbi you go be my guy. Amen. Amen. Your life no go end in shame. Your business go bring you good. If you believe it, say amen. 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 Amen.
So James, perhaps you can give the vote of thanks ahead of us awarding the winner so that we don't spend too much time on that. James, are you able to do that now?
Sure. So on my behalf of all our distinguished guests from the USA, the Deputy Mission Director, the Africa Sustainability Advocacy Manager and Ghana Country Manager at DOW, to the CEO of MK Africa, to the USAID West Africa Sustainability Expert, to all staff of USAID, DOW, MK Africa, the YALI Regional Leadership Center, I wish to say a big thank you for, first of all, participating, for your time, your commitment, and everything, to USAID for your guidance and leadership in making all this possible, for DOW for having the faith in the center to do this. This was done first in Kenya for the East Africa RLC, and it's now, it then came to Accra. I believe it's been done successfully. Hopefully the other centers will learn from this experience as well. To MK Africa for the training and for the expertise in making the training itself and today's program successful. A big thank you to you all. To staff of USAID West Africa, to DOW, to MK Africa, and to our own staff here at the Accra RLC for the varied levels of support in making this successful. A big thank you to our amazing participants. Thank you for the time, dedication, and everything, your willingness to start with the team and see it through to the end. We appreciate all that, and we know you would go out there to continue leaving your positive footprints all over the continent. To our amazing judges, please, I have not forgotten about you. Thank you for your expert advice, for your work. We know all that we are doing. We are not going to get any results without your input. So thank you all for that. And to all alumni who joined us on this call from 9 a.m. GMT up to this point, we appreciate your time spent with us, and we know you have learned a lot. Thank you to everybody, and thank you also in advance to, congratulations in advance to whoever emerges the winner. To those who are not successful, let your impact still be felt. That is not the end of the journey. Thank you all and have a good day. I pass it back on to Mudoni.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, James. I only want to echo your sentiments and say that it has been an absolute pleasure. And before I hand back over to the Chief Judge, I'd also just like to recognize the efforts of the MK Africa team. MK Africa team has been working very hard over the last 9 weeks. And I don't want to make it look like I did this all by my own. In fact, I did very little. Majority of what was being done by my excellent team. And without even, and I would just like to call them one by one, starting with the chief coach, Mr. Manasseh Miruka. Is he here? Manasseh, are you here? If you could just say, this has been these have been your babies. You've been working with them for the last so many weeks. Are you able to say something?
Hi. Yes, I'm here.
Fantastic, Manasseh.
Yes. And something I can say is that we have met variety of innovators, resilient innovators. I can see some of them. I remember some very active gentlemen and ladies who would take every opportunity to, interact with us, to interact with the content, to interact with the process, and just people who are diligent. They never give up. So without mentioning names, because that might also be prejudicial, sorry, I'd like to say thank you so much for your participation. Team Sankara's, Team Green Wealth, Perfect Waste, the Team Clean. I don't want to leave out any other team. I call them the Friends of Nature. And the other people who just passed through briefly, but for some reason they didn't want to continue with the journey. I just called myself a bus driver who tried to steer the bus home, and I believe everybody reached home safely. Those who took off, I would say they disembarked along the way. They also found some destination to go to, and we'll continue to meet again. Thank you so much, Modoni. Thank you, teams, and thank you for your, caring attitude even during the entire process. Asante sana.
Asante sana, Bwana Manasseh. You have really patiently worked with this team. So I know you're all tired of seeing, and sorry, that would be very rude of me. Let me also recognize by name the rest of the team, starting with Patricia. Patricia, it has been 9 months of learning, sweating, all sorts of tears that have been shared and all sorts of joys as well shared. So Patricia, Laureen, Ndisha, Tito, congratulations to all of you for bringing the boat and or the ship to where we are now. I think we're just about to land this ship. So I know you're tired of seeing this slide, and I'm going to play it for the last time. Henry, as soon as I finish playing it, you are next. So are we ready, Judge Henry?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so let's all just, for one last time, let's just believe Dangote is going to be our friend. Oh.
Amen. One day you go sign the check. You self go drive that pencil. This life goes to make sense. Amen. Your children go make you proud. Bad people no go pull you down. One day you go run this town. Amen. Amen. You self go spray me money. Baby go call you happy. You self go host the party. Amen. Amen. God go to go be your friend. I tell the Lord go be your friend. I tell the God go be your guy. Amen. Amen. Elu go be your guy. I tell somebody go be my guy. Rabbi, you go be my guy. Amen. Amen. Your life no go end in shame. Your business will bring you gain. If you believe it, say amen. 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 Amen.
Okay, Henry, are you ready to make the announcement? Can I
am.
Can I
am.
the name on the screen?
Thank you very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long road, but the long road has led home. At the end of collation, auditing, scrutiny, and close monitoring, our results are ready. And the check finally has a name. Team Perfect Waste came out with 70.4 points, followed by Team Sierra Leone, 75 points. Team Friends of Nature and Sierra tied at 75. Green Wealth had 77.8, whilst Team Clean had 76. So the winner of YALI West Africa Sustainability Challenge is Team Sankara. Let's give them a round of applause.
Yeah!
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Team Sankara. Congrats.
Over to you, Muthoni. Hand over the check to Team Sankara. So Team Sankara received a virtual check.
Congrats, Team Sankara. Congratulations. Congratulations, Team Sankara.
Well done, Team Sankara, and well done to all of you. As somebody rightly put it,
Thumb up, Team Sankara. Thumb up.
Well done. You're all winners. And I will not keep you much longer. I believe, James, you had shared how people are going to be able to get the prize money. So unless there's anything you'd like to add to that, we can probably just have a celebratory photo. James, is there anything you'd like to add?
Thank you.
Our team won.
Team Sankara, wait. Asana, wait, please. We will finish with this and you can.
Team Sankara, congratulations.
Thank you. The only thing I would add is
thank you, Mr. Mutoni.
To say a hi and also a short welcome to Madam Katrina Johnson, who joined us from USAID Washington. Obviously, due to time constraints, she joined us a while ago. Welcome to her, and congratulations to Team Sankara. Congratulations to. Let me use the opportunity to congratulate everybody, to Team Perfect Waste, to Team Green Wealth, to Team Sierra Leone, Team Friends of Nature, and Team Clean Liberia. You are all winners, and we appreciate the effort you put in this. Thank you to our judges, and once again, thank you to each and everyone on this platform. I'm done. Mutoni, over to you.
Thank you very, very much. For those of you who are interested in taking a group photo, I request you to please put on your videos. And we're going to take a group photo, which we will put up on our social media sites, and you can be able to get it from there. And again to all of you for such a lovely event. And as I think can be said enough, you are all winners. And we look forward to having another opportunity to engage with all of you one way or the other in this sustainability space, as Adwa mentioned, in the near future. So thank you. So congratulations. We are ready for our group photo. For those of you who are interested, on your cameras, going to smile and have everybody come up in our gallery. Congratulations, everyone. Our photographer, are you taking the photograph? Are we on camera, Andisha? Okay, so who's taking our photograph?
Give your best smile.
Team MK Africa, is anyone taking our photo?
Yes, just a minute. Just a minute.
Okay, and we need to, some people have not put on their cameras. Please wave as we prepare to take the camera. Then if you're put on your camera. Thank you. I see Billy Harry. James, putting out his camera. Did you have taken our photo?
Yes, let's take again.
Okay, smile everyone. Thank you.
Smile for the camera.
Fantastic. Thank you. Have you taken from everyone?
Some of us are saying congratulations to Team Sankara. We're from Nigeria.
Okay. So thank you all. I wish you all a lovely afternoon ahead. Sorry we've ended late, but I think the wait was well worth it. And we wish you all a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And look forward to seeing you all again soon. Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, Mutoni. We are all grateful.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Maruka.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Very grateful.
Thank you. We are all winners.
Yeah, we are all winners.
Lorraine, do you have our exit music? I think we've been a very musical group, so we may as well leave dancing.
Yes. Thank you, MK Africa. You've been wonderful.
Thank you too. We have enjoyed having you here.
Thank you.
Learning some Swahili in the process.
Bye.
Hi, vivo.
Asana. Oh.
Hush.
You've done great, you know.
Bye to your daddy and mommies. Bye bye to mommy and daddy. Bye bye. Bye bye to mommy and daddy. Say bye bye to them.
Bye bye.
All right, leave the meeting. We are leaving. Thank you.
I have a message for you. God has sent me to. I have a message for you. God has sent me to. Listen, them say, them tell you say you can never be the one. God say, make I tell you, say now you can choose in 1 month, in 1 week, you will sing a new song. In 2 days, unless a dance, you will hear, congratulations, you're in the glory of God. Congratulations, He has done it for you, and you will come back with a new song to sing. God is good. Yes, you will come again with a new song of praise. God is good. Oh, congratulations. 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 Say what God has done for you. Congratulations. God is good. Them say that I can never be all that I see. I've seen that God is greater than that. Who can battle with the Lord? Nobody. Who can change His mind around me? For many years, in many ways, I have seen His faithfulness. Ever and ever. Here. Congratulations, I have seen the glory of God. Congratulations, He has done it for me, and I have come back with a new song to sing. My God is good. Yes, I will come again with a new song of praise. My God is good. Oh, congratulations. Congratulations, see what the Lord has done for me. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Time for jubilation. Congratulations. No more tribulation. I bring you good news where you cannot
refuse. Hold on. I told you with Christ, say you can never lose. Oh God, come on now, man, I beg you, give me your attention. Very, very soon you will share your testimony. One by one you will tell your testimony. Bigger than money, we say sweeter than honey.
Congratulations, you're in the glory of God. Congratulations, He has done it for you. And you'll come back with a new song to sing. Your God is good, oh. You will come again with a new song of praise. God is good, oh. Congratulations. Congratulations.
So you will come back with a new song to sing. My God is good. Say little one, you will go tell little one. Sit up on the rhythm like a king on a throne. Man, I put you alongside the day. So are we together in a celebration?
I have a message for you. Send me to you.
Okay, are we ready to do our post-mortem meeting?
We still have some people in the let me put them on the waiting room.
Kindly stop share to YouTube, whoever is the host.
We are now good to go.
Kindly stop share to YouTube first.
One Joy, number two, watatu wametaa, and then
Wow.
transposition of course sio kitu.
Congratulations, I'll play your song. Hello, everyone. Are we ready to do our post-mortem meeting?
Don't please stop share to YouTube. You are the host.
Hello.
Hello, please stop share to YouTube. You are the host.
She's muted.
She can't hear you.
Okay. Or can anyone reclaim host and stop the share?
I'm not able to do that on my end.
I have. Oh, okay. Please stop share.
Guys, are we there? And what were we up after lunch? Everyone has gone for lunch?
Then we are still live on YouTube, so I'm waiting for the host.
Everyone gone for lunch, or what is happening? Who am I speaking to here?
To Patricia.
I'm making you co-host. Just a minute.
I am co-host.
I'm making you host.
Oh, sorry, I had muted. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Sorry, I need to switch off my YouTube. Things have gotten a bit.
Patricia, your host.